There's the floor.
One shitloads. Oh, it's game
hear
time.
us.
One shitloads.
Okay.
Okay.
So apparently we have
19.
sound coming through.
That's
So
good.
they can hear us.
I wonder if it's...
I guess that's
If they want to.
It seems important.
I think it's been months, but I think we had this problem before where it said there wasn't any audio, like the bar didn't shift,
Yeah.
but everything works fine.
Yeah. Confused the heck out of us for a second.
Cool beans.
We were all like, "Villain, what's going on? Villain!"
Can you hear us?
Somebody
So
there.
I'm not muted. Oh, am I muted? My speakers are muted, that's why.
Yeah, I was like, Brandon just had the audio come through fine.
Why?
We just had audio coming through, so don't give me that, rock.
Well, but then like stop real quick. I didn't know if it was you or me. I didn't know if it was you or me.
It's the TV that's talking. That's what's talking is the TV. I'm like, because I knew the first time it didn't come through my laptop. So I'm like, where did that sound come from?
Oh, Google Docs. I haven't visited you in a while.
Nuts.
Like, I use Google Docs all the time.
I do too.
Oh, gosh.
I
But
have
that's
been
a
opening it
little
on my
part of
computer.
Streaming.
Instead of my
That's a little
phone.
part of
Yeah.
streaming.
I've
Oh.
visited it in a
Fuck
long
those
time.
Fuck those
guys.
guys, man. Hate those guys.
All right, well, quarantine's over until the fall hits and we get re-sick again, so we're going to meet in person until then. It's good to see you all in person. I forgot what some of you looked like.
I got a haircut just for you.
I live
Oh.
I
here.
need a haircut.
Yeah, I still need a haircut.
I need a haircut, too.
I need a haircut.
I needed a haircut
Oh, I'm
before
looking
we
pretty
went into
good, actually.
quarantine.
Yeah.
That one. I was getting there about that time. It's like, oh, do I wait? No, I think I wait a little while.
I think all of us.
I regret that. Yeah.
I was like, looking like, and I when I get my haircuts, I have to take my glasses off, and I can't see in the mirror. So I
Yes.
just see. So it's like, I put my glasses back. I was like, whoa! Where did my head go?
It's a huge trust thing going into
Yeah.
getting a
I've
haircut.
never thought about
It's
that.
it's literally it's like, okay, I'm gonna take my glasses off. I'm gonna tell them what I think I want, and I'm not gonna know that they did it right until the end.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The
I went
best
to
part-
my dad.
The best part is they'll always look at you and ask, like, is it looking okay so far?
I'm like, I can't tell.
Sure.
I don't have my glasses on. Do you want to pass them back? I can.
If you want to take the time to pass my glasses back, I guess I could give you some input. But
It's like-
I see a bunch of blurs.
When I say I trust my stylist, I mean that very literally. Very literally. I'm like, well, whatever this is, I'm dealing with it for 2 weeks, so.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we're continuing on our journey through the Elven Forest north, the forest north of Ethilnoris. It's a lot of
North of the Philonor.
Saying
Say that
north.
5 times fast.
North of the
I
forest.
know, I really just thought that. You guys are tracking through the unusual disturbances that your new druid friend Koru is sensing,
Because he's connected.
because he's connected as a druid.
Because
Like
he's
that.
evil.
He's evil. He's working with the big bad guy, Everil Chen. It's part of his backstory that he gave me, but
that's
your
why I'm always
character's-
behind you. So as soon as you turn around to reveal yourself, I'm going to charge you and you're going to explode.
Wow.
I've had this plan since day one.
So we entered into
Oh, I said that's smart.
a blighted section of the
Very nice.
forest.
Mm-hmm.
You guys fought some fey creatures, and then you moved on, and then you saw
Oh.
Remen
I've heard about
Skara,
a few types of dice.
a creature that Austin told me I had to put in here, and so I did.
Well, yeah.
They were super fun. We had a nice conversation with
We
them.
did have a nice conversation. The good thing would have been that because there's an instantaneous reincarnation that happens when they kill you.
That
Like-
would have been funny.
As funny as it is having Mitch's tone, like with Poshman, about like don't die, that's bad for the fabric. But these ones are freebies, so go ahead and die.
Do it.
It's like, I don't think these count.
The only thing is to not disturb your entire character. I wasn't gonna have you guys actually like roll. I was just gonna say.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, man.
I would have been mad at you if you
would've
didn't have me roll.
If you guys wanted to roll,
At least this part of the table wants it to be real.
If it would have came up,
I'm like,
I would have let you roll. Like if you guys said like, oh yeah, I'll roll, then I would have been like, oh, you want to roll?
I would have loved to try and figure out how to do this voice in another race.
His same accent, same cadence, but different
Hey.
vocal cords.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Alright, we're gonna fight them now. We
What?
throw Poshman
Hey,
at him.
did you all get really short?
No, Hushman, you're a bugbear.
What?
Poshman, do this.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
He goes, yeah, my arms are as long as they usually are.
You notice the hair on him. Well, no, I have clothes on.
He's wearing fucking long sleeves down to here and like riding gloves.
We see the hair poking out on this end, but he's not looking at his hands like that, so he can't
He's like,
tell.
huh. There's little fucking tufts over here.
Parchment, touch your face. Oh, water.
No touching.
That seems like a really odd request.
It's very unhygienic out here in the wilderness.
My gloves are dirty. I can't do that.
You guys did glean some interesting information from the Rimskara when asked about the disturbances and if they know the timeline of them. They said that the most recent one is the furthest one north. So there were 3 disturbances that you guys haven't investigated. This one and one on the east are kind of mostly in the same north-south plane. And then there's one further north. And they're like, oh yeah, that was the last one that happened. So Cormier did present a plan of going straight there, but I don't think we fully discussed that plan. Or you guys as players, I'm just the DM, so you guys do what you want. And I think you guys did move on from the Rimskara. So we will pick up from you guys moving on and deciding if you want to investigate this disturbance or if you want to just go straight for the other one, or where do you guys want to go?
Whichever place leads us to more deaths, so I can see what Brandon has come up with. What happens if we run out of deaths?
See, in that case, we're going north.
Yeah.
So there are 3 disturbances still?
There are 3 disturbances right now. As I
Boom,
said,
boom, and boom?
yeah, you're the western one. There's one on the east about the same plane. It would take you less than a day's travel to get to the east one, and the one north would take you more than a day. So it'd be tomorrow when you get there.
I kind of want to go north first, just so that the Venora and the Kitsu
Kitsu?
don't have a chance to escape.
It does.
We always have to come back this way to
Yeah.
go back to town. We can just pick that one up on the way back.
True. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's true. Especially.
I just don't want to let those fuckers get out of here.
Yeah, if they're here, and that's the last place they were.
We're putting them
Best, it's the best place to.
We gonna
either-
catch them. We gonna kill them. We gonna eat them. We gonna absorb their power.
Wait, why
Wait, no, say that last part again.
We're gonna absorb their powers.
No, sorry, Department hold that one.
We're gonna kill them.
No, there's one in the middle.
Oh, we're gonna eat them.
This is
We got the right spices for that.
The elves do this. We just gotta.
No, you
Why
know.
would we have
I
spices
don't
for
think
that?
the knife is
I
have
always
those
wanted
kind of
to talk like
spices
Parchment.
lying around.
No, they pride themselves on having everything, which
No,
has
I
to
thought
include
they prided themselves
spices.
on knowing everything.
So
which
Hona
is
pulls
different.
out a big bag, and she reaches in. And you realize it's
She
a
has a
bar full
point.
of clothing, and she goes, "Wait, which spices are we talking about?"
She just starts pulling out nicely packed spice racks.
She goes like, "You guys can go ahead. You can look, see which spices you want. There's more in here. These are just the basic ones. If you're looking for really weird ones, I'll have to dig a little deeper, but they're in there."
We're gonna need something to really complement some kind of gaminess. I feel like.
There's like the
Oh,
remix things.
we need
One's
to-
just Kitsune on
We
it.
need to make sure that no head injuries on the Venara. I hear monkey brains are a delicacy.
Ooh, head cheese.
So, what's the penalty? So I know there's a penalty for a call shot on the head. What's the penalty for a call shot on anything but the head?
Not a big enough difference to penalize.
That part. What percentage of you guys are gay?
100%. Welcome to the
110.
gay stream.
It's 2020, pro homo.
Yee.
Yeet.
So we take our
But you do
homosexual
know
butts
that
up to
the
the north.
frogs are gay too, so.
Well, it's because I personally turned the freaking frogs gay.
We drank the water. Hence.
Oh, that was you?
Turn the
Well, that's where you
frogs
went.
gay.
Okay.
Turn the freaking
They were
frogs
overpopulating,
gay.
so you know.
That'll solve that.
Frogs.
God sent gays to fix overpopulation. Boy, did that go well.
No.
Oh shit.
I am
was some
super
yesterday.
curious how, though, every opening line from a troll is, "You guys must be gay." Yes.
I know, right?
Gay, virgin, or some other stereotype of like an overweight, pimply guy in a mom's basement. Also, we don't have basements. I don't think you're allowed to in this state.
No clue. We're playing Pathfinder.
Oh yeah.
I have a basement.
Oh, I guess we have to allow that because he said nibbas.
It was close. But yeah, I don't think you can have a basement because we're so earthquake prone.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to have basements. So I've seen a couple people like comment like, "Oh, you guys play in your mom's basement?" And I was like, "Well, That's a really bright window. It's really big for a basement. It's actually a screen door.
Can you really have a basement with that much of a?
You can.
Yes.
Really a basement
I think
still?
what you get though a lot is you don't get basements, but you get like if you're on the side of a hill,
Like the incline
you
dugout.
get you get the incline where technically it's not a basement, but it is.
When I lived up
just,
the hill, we had that because we were on a hill.
Mhm.
So we had like a under the house bit
Yeah.
that was just where you had the plane come off of the hill, and it was that empty like half a square
yeah.
that was hillside. It was terrifying.
Hmm.
It's like a crawl space, but like out of the hills have eyes. Because you walk in there, and there's like just one light, like a single light bulb hanging from like a chain, just swinging in there. It's always swinging for some reason. It's covered in cobwebs. It barely reaches to like just shy of the walls everywhere.
I like to imagine that there's like a team of spiders that are just like.
The previous owners had were big into pickling, so there's pickled like onions and stuff. They were just in giant jars, just like
That they just left.
it was super fucking creepy. Like
Why would you
bits
leave
of the
them with
house when they
picklings?
did like the expansion, just in there.
The bits of the house seemed fine to
Yeah,
me.
and
It's
it's
just
just pickled stuff.
pickled stuff. All right.
Pickles,
So,
pickles.
Pickled
it's not going to be that far out of your way to finish investigating this disturbance.
Okay, so we'll do this one, then we'll go north.
Since
And
we
then
already
we'll
got
go
here.
north.
Well, yeah, we gotta finish what you
Yeah,
start.
that makes sense.
So, once again, there's a lot of different cave systems throughout this area.
You're a cave system throughout my
I
area.
actually am not a cave system.
I want to explore your cave system throughout this
There you
area.
go.
Ooh, that sounds
What are you,
nasty.
Oh fuck! What was the Bo Burnham joke from yesterday? Oh yeah, you ever get done sucking a dude's dick only to find out he's a fucking faggot?
It's like third time this week.
I hate it when that happens. It's like the third time this week.
So I'm gonna drop your tokens onto the board.
It's like when your homie's railing for you from behind, you can't remember if he said no homo when you said no homo.
No home, no mo.
Just like.
Gosh dang it.
What a joke that Scott told.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's really bad.
Oh, he goes like, I'm totally nailing this dude from behind. And he reaches around to tickle my balls. I'm like, dude, that's gay. Stop it.
Gay.
And then the burb. So, if you guys want to change your marching order at all, feel free. We are down in the southern end.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is a cave system that has vegetation that survives without light.
So is it like bioluminescent and stuff?
Yeah, there is probably,
There's the
if
bird.
you don't have low light vision, it's going to let you see it. If you have low light vision, you can see perfectly fine.
I can see
So right now you don't
now. It's low light vision.
You don't need to cast any sources of light while you're in here.
Obstacles
That's
in
really
my
nice.
way.
Oh yeah, let me pull up hit points that we're on.
Because it's just not on his token.
65 for the max, currently at 52.
It's gonna be bright.
Yeah, actually, you guys never healed after the Fae fight. So, some of you are down a few hit points and never did anything about it. So, I have Koru's down 28 out of 52. His Eagle Companion, or is it a Hawk?
Eagle.
Is 35 out of 45. I have Oni is 36 out of 51.
Oh no. Okay.
And then I don't think Kren got
No.
hit. And then Spencer's at 52 out of 65.
Yep.
So, you guys can go ahead and do some healing if you want to before we get to where we are. I will allow it. But also, in this cave with you, you guys show to everybody.
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 Hold up.
Tell you what, Snare, it's
Oh,
really
that
nice
didn't
having
get-
the map right side up again.
Yeah, right?
Oh, it's not showing to you?
It's been so confusing.
Oh, because there's a separate window.
No, it's on a. It's mirroring that window.
So, you guys see a variation of an Atiag. If anyone has Dungeoneering, they may roll for knowledge.
I do. Engineering. Oh, it's a great one. +8.
I think I need to go just a little bit bigger on the screen.
I don't know about Nautic.
Does anyone
No,
else
it's just
have-
not updating it because I'm 100% not where I was looking.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Do I want to be?
Interessant.
Did we fight? No, I was giving Mather.
Okay.
Boop, boop.
So
Sir, I don't think you pronounced all the letters that word. You say that again, we think it should be hospital. L'hôpital. It's like, excuse me, what? Would you look at the beautiful waffle?
all right. So if no one
so
else
that's
has
a bird,
dungeoneering,
not
you guys don't know much specifically about this.
It's like,
You guys do recognize it as a variation of Atiug, though, because you have fought a Atiug in the first ruin site that you were in.
Oh, there it is.
The stream's being weird, so
that guy.
currently
hurt,
they
but-
see nothing.
Oh.
Oh, I'll keep talking then. So
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
This
he's
is
trying to figure out
a-
new stuff.
Yeah.
four-legged, big-mouthed, with a super long tongue.
Well, it's
It's
4
got-
legs.
Maybe that's only 3 legs in the picture.
They don't know I have 3.
He has 3 tentacles to go with it. And what's different between normal Atiug and this one is it looks a little bit more sickly.
Oh.
That thing looks sick as fuck.
Oh, sick, man. This thing is sicker than usual.
And we'll go ahead and we
It's a
will
hella dank cave.
put this guy here representing the Atiug. So I will go ahead and I will start setting up the turn order counter. And if you guys want to roll your initiatives,
It's waste of 19 on initiative.
I mean, I
It
don't,
is used. Don't worry, I got a 19 too.
Yeah.
Total.
I got 21
Oh, I rolled a 12.
total. I'm like,
oh shoot, I don't.
Oh, hey.
Without being able to right click, I'm not sure if I can add token to initiative. How do you right click?
So, turn order.
The middle or something?
Roll,
a
roll.
wild turn order appears.
It's super effective.
There we go.
Super effective.
Well, this is a problem of not having a mouse. Thought I'd be able to use the turn order guy on here, but guess not.
You want a mouse?
Oh, you want a mouse? I'll get you a mouse.
I mean,
You shut your mouth.
You shut your mouse.
Shut your mouth.
Alright,
That all the ladies know.
you don't.
Shut your
Isn't there a mouse behind you?
Hmm?
Isn't there a mouse for the laptops? In the cabinet?
Guys, we swear, we've actually done this before.
Well, not like this.
Not like this.
Hey man, it's only been like a few months since we've
Finish
been
your mind.
in this setting, so there's that.
Pigs.
Add that to the shopping list.
a new mouse, okay?
It's not a bad idea. Just a derpy little
Might
mouse.
as well.
Derpy little mouse guy. Alright, well, we'll do it without the turn order for this combat, and then I'll get the turn order in on the next combat, so...
I can see the roll 20 map.
Oh yeah, the Roll20 map is now up. Yeah.
So what were you all thinking for some bad initiatives?
19.
Anything good?
19.
24.
21, 24?
12.
Oh,
12.
now I have a mouse. A Missy Mouse. Super professional stream.
Super professional stream.
Oops.
Choose some new spells.
Why, you don't like your spouse?
Well, just need some.
We're definitely gonna change up the spells. Like we're actually gonna put an R in kernel instead of colon now.
Okay.
Colonel.
We are changing
Where the
spells.
heck did the mouse go?
Changing the spells. Ah, damn it.
It's
It's so good.
like most people
This
say
is roll
it's so
initiative.
bad.
Awesome.
Hmm.
I got them on the
It's like
initiative
most people
tracker.
think I have no filter, but this is my mind like all the time. Like you guys just hear.
All
Well, you guys
the
probably
time.
hear a solid like 75% of what pops into my mind, unless I feel like it's gonna interrupt. And sometimes even then.
Yeah, it's not recognizing. Whatever.
Wait, guys, what am I gonna do now? I don't have my drumsticks.
Oh.
Were you always at home drumming?
Oh yeah, I found out real early into quarantine that my mouse pad works really well as a drum pad when it's on my desk.
Funny.
So
You got this, computer. I believe in you.
it's not the same.
I believe in you, computer.
Let's see if this works.
Okay. Moshpit. 24.
Close.
Come on, computer. Why are you?
You get to entertain the stream with your
Cecil was 21.
Yes.
What was Koru?
12.
Only was 19.
Yeah.
Did we get one for Cormier yet?
7. A lowly 7. Also, the low magic
the same
campaign
day,
idea.
correct?
I'm on board.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on board.
What,
Yeah,
Brock?
no, as
It
soon
is the
as I
same day,
saw the
correct?
words low
It's the same
magic,
day, yeah.
I'm like, in, done. I want it.
It's like, hey guys, we actually have to like 9 potions.
If potions are available.
Oh, now that
They are
Thomas
magic.
decides to work.
True. Did you say no magic?
Campaign could be a lot
Low
slower.
magic.
Very low magic campaign.
Oh, that's not for life because we're sitting out for a few days.
Mm.
Okay, so now that we're back in action with me rolling dice, guess who goes first?
You?
Poshman?
All right.
Well, no, that's not an Otyug of time. Who's sickly because he's older.
It's an Otyug of 0 initiative modifier, so
He went before me.
I'm back.
no, I rolled a 3 on the die, so he's going last.
All right, guys.
Well, I
you know
know
what
you're
got
at
to do.
her to the.
Nope.
All right, Tank, get in there.
No, not doing that no more. I did it once already.
I think you did more than once. Let's
I
be
believe in
real.
you.
And how'd
That's
that
fair.
go
I
for you?
decided that once I learned that new spell, I could try tanking again. It didn't work.
Alright, Pash, where we want to go?
So I don't know. I really want to go all that much closer to the O2 anyway. So I guess right now I'll just go ahead and cast Bless on the party.
+1 to attacks and to saves versus fear.
Friendly reminder.
And you know what? I'll kind of move up like along the wall here.
For everyone involved, this yellow circle is the aura from Cormier's campaign boon.
Boom.
That when you're within, you get
Thank
+1
you,
to
sir.
AC, and if you attack the same baddie as me, you get +1 to attack rolls.
Alright, so now we'll go Cecil with a 21.
Sweet. Drop everything.
Nice, nice.
Right, exactly.
Oh, hey Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Did Abby tell you
Yeah.
that I ended up naming my character for her game the same name as her wolf familiar in your game?
It's been so long since we played Strahd.
So I sent her what I could come up with for a white-haired werewolf
Uh-huh.
named Nyx.
Oh,
And she goes, weird fact, my wolf familiar in Matt's game's name is Nyx,
Yeah.
and he's also white-haired.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is weird.
That's
This
very
is weird.
That's very strange. We haven't played Strahd in so long.
This charge is just a double move.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So weird, it's not letting me add the Otyug to initiative.
Is it a token on the token layer? Token?
Well, it is a
Right next
token
to
on the
the
token
blonde.
layer.
It's not a token on the map layer?
I am on the token layer. Okay. So.
+1 to attack and damage.
Mhm. Now that I have initiatives, I'm gonna put them
You
all
don't
in
have
after I put them all in
Done been blessed.
before.
Pre-blessed food.
Koru was 12, only 7.
Remember, what was it, Julian Smith back when they made YouTube videos? And, like, they're
Mhm.
like, pre-blessed food.
Alright, we'll go with Koru. It's your turn.
It don't be blessed.
I did 19.
Oh, I meant it. I thought I typed in a 19 for you.
God. This is like the old.
That's
Wow.
a 7.
So it's Olney's turn.
Put the stickers on boxes of food.
Magic missile.
That's right. I vague.
You can see it from there?
Vague.
Like different colors.
I assume so.
Stickers for like different people.
Am I not able to
Different
see it from
things.
there?
I've blessed it too.
Because you're here,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
How much coverage is that? Because if that is like thick brushes, then you couldn't see it.
Yeah, we'll call that
That's
cover.
also relevant for me to know how to charge.
Did I see it or was it just covered?
For the purposes of magic missile, I guess since there's no aiming, yeah, you have enough to see. But for like shooting through or moving through,
Magic missile. For 8. 12 damage.
Oh, for bitch damage. Okay.
Magic missile.
Sorry, my
Distance
first level spell
tickles.
only did 12 damage.
Away.
My bad.
Wait, it doesn't level up with you?
Druids
Getting
are
extra
not
d10s every other level?
No, I guess D4 is every other level.
Oh.
I would assume.
They should still become a d10s and then it'd be better.
I
You should
mean-
also add your casting stat to damage and that'd be better. What? I'm just saying.
Sorry, I'm not 5th edition Warlock.
Just saying. You wouldn't say.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
So next up we have Koru.
Or, yeah.
It's Koru's turn.
Alright, so I think I'm still in bird form. From last bird form, because I didn't wild shape back. So in that case, I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds on Naomi.
If you were gonna cast cure spells, you should have done it before combat. So I'll allow you to do that.
He specifically said if you need to do any healing between where we left off last time and this fight, you can feel free to do so now.
Yep.
So
4 points of healing. Great. That's great.
Well, I'm glad you didn't waste an entire turn doing 4 points of healing.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. In that case,
1d8. Wait, how's it only 4?
Oh, it should be 1d8 plus 5 for you.
Plus 5.
It's 1d8 plus 1 per
Caster level.
Caster level, cap
up
of
to
5.
Your caster level is your character
your
level
character.
for druid.
Oh, okay. I read that like level spell. Okay.
I read that
Nice.
as how? I was very confused. It's like
I was banging it.
5 plus a number that has to be a positive number is 4.
Wait, guys, you don't subtract the dice roll from the number here.
5 plus
So I think I read
positive number.
Thaco in 2nd edition where they did that kind of
Yeah,
mumble
yeah,
jumbo.
Stop
Stop
I,
it!
I deal 1d8 minus 3 healing
That
damage.
sounds terrible.
Although
That was such a painful sentence for you to say.
Oh,
What did he say? Healing damage?
I deal 1d8 minus 3 healing damage.
What does
Minus
that even
3.
mean?
He heard the minus 3, not the damage part.
that hurts so
So he is going to. What was it
Hold
called?
on, you take this much.
You said dungeoneering.
Cure
Dungeoneering
damage
is a
or
knowledge
healing
roll against it,
damage.
yeah. So if you have
Yeah,
dungeoneering,
Yeah, my
you
buddy's
can roll.
dad, when he played with us,
So he's
would
just
run
gonna
around
shoot a
and
call of
like
lightning at
heal
it.
people, and he'd be like, "All right, so I turn to your character, and I
It should, yeah. Look at the top. Matt, look at the top.
deal 15 points of
Reflex actions.
pure
Thank you.
damage."
Thank you, sir.
What's your DC for this?
It's like,
DC
all right, and you
is-
take 86 points of cure damage, and you take 45 points of fire damage, and you're like, wait.
19.
Oh yeah, things
All
are
right,
happening.
what
You know,
damage?
several NPCs on my turn, of course. So that's when shit got weird. When he did all the NPCs on his turn, so like his player NPC and the bad guys all kind of lumped into one big turn,
That was weird.
just for simplicity's sake.
Oh, yeah, but that's
So when he's listing out damages and hits and stuff, and he just sneaks in buffs and healing in at some point.
That's good.
I'm just like, eh.
1, 2,
What's
3,
happening?
4,
I know.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So is the bushes
9,
difficult terrain
10.
now?
She's flying.
I'm just asking
Oh.
because it very much so matters for me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You said 10 miles per
5,
away, right?
6, 7, 8. So yeah, she's just gonna brush on the edge.
That's fine.
9.
She could be right behind whoever that is.
Cecil.
Cecil. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I got your back.
All right. So we will go
Excellent.
Cormir.
It's like dramatic pose on shoulders.
Perches on the shoulder.
It's like, hi. It's like, if we're doing this, we are doing this.
And I'll wait for that
I'm
piece to
fighting
move.
Alucard.
And he's gonna fly above the brush.
Okay. Turn.
Turn, because moving.
All right. So the Atiug isn't gonna have a much better time because there's rock obstruction and brush in front of him
And water.
and water. So his movement's gonna suck.
He's just like,
It's a very bad place for him to live.
1,
Why he chose to live here?
I have no
2,
idea.
3, 4. And
He's
then
gonna get inside there. Hang on in the
with squeezing mechanics,
on the bench.
each of those take brush, typical terrain stuff. That's going to be his 40 feet of movement on a double move. All right. And then we will go to Poshmint. It is your turn.
Oh,
alright.
Sorry. Yeah.
I was so
So-
confused. I thought he was walking from here, and it took him 40 feet of movement.
I
I'm
know.
sorry. Rock moved to the map. He was in the correct spot on the map before.
but yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah, I'm going to make these things.
So I think now that people have gotten a little bit closer and the R2's gotten a little bit closer, I should be able to get to a spot where I can cast prayer on everyone. Right, I think.
When he
Like if I
goes
were to go to like here, I should be able to hit everybody.
A little bit.
Oh, whoa.
Brock, you're neglecting your moving
No, I'm paying a
tokens.
cat.
That's a much more
Yeah,
important
you're
duty.
neglecting your moving tokens.
No, that's a much bit more.
So,
important.
what's
she's
the
not.
range of
Yeah,
your?
it is.
Look at that.
I've
What's the
talked to
range
her.
of your
She-
spell?
It's not.
It is.
Mitch, what's the range of your spell?
She apparently did not
Get
them out.
Let's see.
If it's 30, you're just barely fine.
She's just on lap like.
Oh, well, it's
You were
30
saying.
or more. So
Okay,
Yeah, it's
then you're
always
good.
30.
The Atiug is 30 squares away from you.
no, just searching prayer is not going to get the job done. Search prayer Pathfinder.
Austin and I were talking about how we type in Pathfinder
Yeah.
D&D 5e.
Pathfinder
Yes.
roll 20. Wait.
I've done that one way more than anything else.
Just the amount of times we search Pathfinder and then.
Yeah, range 40 feet.
Okay, yeah. So
Pathfinder
this
suck
stacks
at two
with
tokens. Wait, no.
glass, so +2 to attack rolls, plus
Plus
1 to damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And it has -1 to attack rolls.
and damage.
Not damage.
Oh, not damage?
Pretty sure.
Prayers,
No,
yeah.
you're right. Yeah, it is damage. Yeah.
Prayer is
Prayers-
1/1 and bless is 1/0.
Yes. Okay.
So collective of 2/1.
Okay,
+2/+1.
so then we will go ahead and is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Then we will move on to Cecil. What do you wish to do?
All right.
Strong bad.
Essentially, I'm just gonna take a full move action then, or move and then attack.
So you're moving up the 10 feet.
Yep.
Sorry, Brock's neglecting his duty again to put a cat inside of his t-shirt.
Come on, bro.
So he does get a attack of opportunity.
Since it wasn't 5 foot.
Yeah, so he'll take a bite attack against you, but you can roll your attack roll also.
Sweet.
No.
He misses the bite. He took tentacle. He misses the tentacle.
Sweet. That is a 20 from me to try and hit.
That is a hit.
Is that with the +2 from
Yes.
Mitch's bless and his? Okay.
Yes. That is correct. Right. In that case.
I'm not counting your screen. I should make it.
And damage wise, it's going to be 12.
Okay. Alright, so you moved, you attacked, end of your turn.
That is the end, yeah.
Alright, we will move on to Oni Kiris. What do you wish to do?
Just gonna walk over there. Put up.
Forgot to think about this.
And
With what we kind of knew about
Magic missile.
the prior version of this, do I know that it's potentially evil? Or are we just assuming that since things are blighted, they're evil?
this thing shouldn't be blighted. Both maybe.
This thing could be blighted.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's.
I don't think you guys did that great on the last Atia roll.
I don't think so. I think we.
So
literally got
I don't
everything.
think you know about its
Off a general
alignments.
description of Atiugs, you would. I mean, they sound neutral. They sound like living trash cans.
Yeah.
They breed in
Both
cartons.
magic missile.
They're that thing from the trash compactor.
Yep. They're Brandon if he was a monster.
Dang.
Yikes.
Damn, you lowered your standards as a monster.
You look way better than that, buddy.
Oh, thanks. Alright, is that magic missile all you're going to do?
And
He
move the
moved
magic
in
missile thing.
at the
Yeah.
moving
Okay.
standard, sir.
And
Alright,
you have
Koru.
at least 4 limbs.
Alright.
I do have
Like,
that.
that only has 3
six limbs.
Oh,
does it?
so
It's got 3 legs and 3 tentacles.
Is that
I'm
three
going
tentacles?
to.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
I'm gonna fly as far as I can, probably to where Naomi was there. The
The one I ran
actually
in my custom
60
campaign
feet.
had 4 and 4 to make it
Mhm.
unique.
Oh, Brock's got it.
Has a greater Atiug.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna
grew an
fly
extra
60 feet
leg
forward
and
towards
an
this
extra
guy,
tentacle.
and then Naomi's
It's like-
gonna fly up and attack that
I got
boy.
some spell-like abilities.
It's like, where did that thing come from?
Some trash monster related
60 feet forward.
spell-like abilities.
Yeah, it's just 60 feet.
Prestidigitation only to make things dirty. Stuff like that.
I love it.
You'll have to move like a space or two to go around that stalactite that goes to the ceiling. That takes up most of the square.
Boink!
Just run right through it.
Naomi's gonna fly up next to him and attack.
Yeah.
With a claw. Probably not. 16. Yeah.
16
Nope.
will not do.
That's my turn.
Alright, we will go
Is that
ahead.
16 with his +2?
18.
18 will not do.
Fuck me.
We will go on to Cormir.
I'm gonna 5-foot step up and I'm gonna hit it.
It's like you spare punch, bud.
I'm gonna take 2 wackadoos with the power attacks at it.
Perfect.
And I have no penalty from power attack. If I use that penalty to cancel out his buff. So plus 15. 26.
That'll do.
And 14.
14 will miss.
Okay. 14.
14 damage?
Yep.
Nice.
Nice, 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 nice.
Look at my damage output if I can't charge.
Yes. Alright. So let's see if this Atia
Oh,
can...
and Kren will do a flyby attack somewhere that way.
Okay.
Yes.
Just,
No, Derry. It's not a question.
are you, so, what do you got?
28
To hit? That'll hit.
for 12.
12 damage. Perfect.
He gets him with a nice talon on the way by.
Awesome. Alright, my Atiag boy, so he will do some claws, some tentacles against Cormir. He'll do another tentacle and a bite against Cecil, yeah.
Bring it over here. God, I wish I had a taunt ability.
I don't wish you had the taunt.
Because I'd use it constantly.
You'd only be taunting.
God.
I shall taunt you a second time.
Oh, in Abby's game, that's all I'm going to be trying to do as the barbarian is use the reckless attack to just constantly pull the aggro.
You know, honestly,
Oh,
in
it's
4th
so
edition,
nice.
tanks had the taunt ability.
So-
Yeah, actually, I really appreciate that mechanic from 4th edition. Because your tanks could sit there and forcibly be tanks.
So
And it worked
both
out really well.
both tentacles hit Austin.
Bitch ass.
So one will deal 8 damage, the other will deal 14 damage. And if you had a CMD, what would it be?
26.
If you ask.
You have been grappled.
Oh, yay. Brandon put a grapple monster in this combat
I mean-
and stopped me from
When do
charging.
constricts happen? Immediately?
has-
Or?
As soon as you make any grapple check.
It has
Okay.
tentacles. We knew this was going to happen.
He could have just not made it.
So
grapple.
you take 9 damage from the tentacle, and I'll need a fortitude save out of you.
There's one.
Oh, wait.
Joel's like joke.
No, I'm sorry. I'm done. The onset is when I need the fortitude save out of you, so I gotta make that note.
I'll just tell you it's 17, and you can do it whenever it happens.
Okay, so I'll have to make notes of that.
I found that in 5th edition, while there isn't a taunt feature, as a barbarian, there are enough ways to incentivize being attacked and disincentivize attacking elsewhere that
And
it's
then
basically like
A
having a
tentacle
taunt
hits
feature.
you,
Okay.
and you take
Like, but it's a way better
12
idea.
damage.
Barbarians with a sentinel feat are gross.
I saw
And
that
then we will move on to
suggestion.
Parchment's turn.
Sentinel feat is it does a couple of things. One, if you make a attack of opportunity and hit somebody, it drops their movement to 0 until their next turn.
So you stop them.
So you stop them in their tracks.
So you're a sentinel in your
And
position.
if you and a buddy are fighting a guy and he tries to attack your buddy, you can use your reaction to make a strike on him.
Oh, polearm sentinel was a build.
Oh yes, pull on
sounds-
sentinels.
yeah.
So it's Parchment's turn.
All right. So
You see your allies doing their best against this plague, bearing Atiag.
yeah, and I'm doing a really good job. But
But they just got
the
wackadoo.
powers that be have told me not to die anymore. So
You focus on not dying. I prefer it if you focus on not dying.
it's fair.
I'd feel better.
I'm much better at the whole talking thing.
Yes.
People enjoy my company.
Much like in Tech Thieves, I prefer not to do the talking. Not so much as I coerce you all to repeat a conversation I previously had.
Rude.
There were reasons,
if
and I
you
stand
were
by them.
actively being
I know.
grappled by it, I would go over and heal you.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I just was doing something. Although I guess I'm still feeling rather sick from dying last time.
They didn't make their knowledge rolls against it, but they do know it's a type of Atiag, a weird.
A large three-legged tentacle monster.
Because the little pop windows don't really work, if you want to grab the token right quick in your browser and then just drag the corner of it, make it really big, like I do for our games.
Let's see if there's any
We're fighting that.
fancy spells I can use.
It's a dick.
Very ugly guy.
It's a giant mouth on a circular body with 3 tentacles, 3 legs, and it lives in garbage.
That is a
And
big boy.
It's a bit. Damn, boy.
Damn, boy!
That's a thick ass boy.
boy.
She's trying to get comfy
what I'm
while
gonna
you
do
grab
this
her nuts
time,
with
just
your
to make
scratches.
sure that things don't get too crazy later on. I'm gonna go ahead and just cast Sanctuary on myself. And
If you have the
we
time,
to
and it
run
combs
in and
around
have to
any
heal
of the foams that are here,
So,
work really well
Sanctuary.
for them, and the
Okay.
static keeps the fur
and
attached
stay
to
kind
the
of where
foam
I'm
well.
at because I guess I
Good
could get a little
questions.
bit closer to here so that I
I've been
can
trying
run
to get
up
around
and
to
heal
doing
somebody
it,
if I need to.
All right.
A cat and a comb in the same place at the same time is like, oh.
So next up, we will get Cecil then.
So,
Sweet.
yeah.
Now, guys,
Something to keep in
let's
mind.
not
It's
go
this
ahead
is
and
the
try and
summer, and
smack
then
those
it'll start
guys
shedding a lot.
more.
It's
Give me some smacky
Alright,
dudes.
so-
There we
Alright,
go.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 31.
That'll
You
do.
have to yell that you're not being held in 5 seconds.
And it's
You know,
going
you
to be
jumped
not
off.
20.
Man, I really need to
That'll
get more
do.
paint.
Right.
Give him 2 sources of damage.
I feel that. I kind of don't want to go back on Hero Forge
So
right
it's
now
13?
because I'm this close to buying Squee in a formal
Another
tux.
13.
Oh my gosh.
It's 26.
He's a majestic boy.
All right, he's still standing, but
That's
he
fair.
ain't looking too good. Can only hit us do anything to thwart this foe in front of him.
Distance
It will probably
tickles.
thwart him.
Distance tickles.
It will probably thwart him.
Magic missile.
He's dead.
14 damage.
He gone.
He gone.
Golf
Bye.
claps.
All right.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And he steps up.
So once you guys finish off the Plague Bear Atiug,
He did.
Oh, he was a bear.
yep, he plagued bears. You guys continue on in the cave system, and you find what you guys found on every other area you've been where you've investigated. There is more Plague Bear Atiugs torn apart. Although before this, you've seen like only one of the monster. Here, you actually see 2 or 3. It's hard for you to identify with what's left over.
And are the bites even bigger than last time?
The bites are even bigger than last time.
Oh, if he
No bueno.
And then-
bigger.
The shedding of the skin is even larger, so you guys are getting like, now you're to the point where it's like, this is a very large wolf maybe, size-wise, based off what you're seeing.
Like, when you say a large wolf, do you mean like dire wolf, or do you mean like
It's
bigger?
still medium size.
Okay.
But it's on
A
the
big
larger
dog.
larger end of what a dog or a wolf would be without being a dire wolf at
Gotcha.
large.
How fragile would you say like these skin pieces are? Is it kind of like a snake where it's almost like paper thin and just like, or is it more of like almost like could stand up as almost like a potentially leather?
Yeah, so do you have the heal skill?
I don't know that I do.
Does it break when we touch it?
That's my question. Like just physical properties.
Oh, yeah, so-
because I'm like thinking about collecting it.
You're seeing that this is turning out to be like it's kind of got, yeah, you're right, like the skin kind of turns out to be kind of, if you'd imagine, animal and leathering, but there's also scales on the outside of that.
Okay.
So it's not like a as you describe it, a paper thin, like this is very tangible, like you could not rip this with your hands, but you could take like a sharp edge and cut through it.
And at this point, how big of a pieces am I seeing?
This is before where you saw like it was small enough to like kind of crawl out like a snake would. Now you're kind of like the worst werewolf transition that you've seen CGI'd, where it's just like the small pieces of the skin ripping at different points
Okay.
is what you're now seeing here.
So we're thinking like pieces like this big kind of a thing.
Yeah, all over the place.
Okay, I'm not collecting them yet.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might
we
grab
are
a
back at the
piece.
table.
Yeah.
So
Welcome
now that these are actually bigger
Back to
sizes
being
to
back.
where you can do a little bit more analysis, as you're looking at it, similar to that energy that you felt in the ruins, in the Awil's Thorns, the ruins of Nakargox, like things, this creature's skin,
It's not like I'm getting a negative level, but you can feel like almost a
it's not that
suppression.
you're feeling a suppression, it's just the skin itself is like almost like an oily black. Like, even as the skin is off the creature and dead, you can still just kind of see like the black of the skin shifting as you would see oil sitting there.
Nothing much. Just chill.
And much like a lot of other things, in that temple in the ruins of Nagarox, it feels just very alien the way this happens to you. Not that I'm using the word alien as an extraterrestrial, but just like
Foreign.
very foreign. Like this is something that
Brand new.
I mean, you could try now to make a dungeoneering check.
Let's say 22. Actually, we're talking about the creature thing, right?
We're talking about the shredded peace skin. Yeah.
Yeah, a little spell I can give you a +3. Yeah, I'll use a burst of insight, so basically give me a +3, so it'd be a 25. This thing seems important.
Yeah. So there's only so much you can find off of a piece of the skin itself and not the creature.
Mm-hmm.
But you are sort of realizing that this thing is going to have it has a decently thick hide right now, and if it's only continuing to grow, especially at the rate that it has been growing, you'd feel like the creature's hide would be very tough. Not only would it be harder for it to hit, in mechanical terms give AC, but also it would just be harder to damage, as in damage reduction. Without seeing the full creature, it's hard for you to tell what this might amount to.
Interesting.
And you actually think that this thing may heal from negative energy.
Oh.
It is so naturally attuned.
Hey, Pup!
Especially
Or actually, with your experience,
Hi, Pup.
um,
How's it going, pup?
I found through that cleric archetype of that first skeletal champion you guys fought, something that's not negative energy, but it's the energy of rot. And the
Yeah.
first ruin you went to, do you remember that skeletal cleric champion that I threw against you guys? That channeled energy that would harm anything organic by rotting, so it would actually harm both living and undead creatures, but not like constructs and things like that. So you think this thing would heal through that rot? Saying it heals through negative energy is incorrect. We're doing a lot better, Pop, now that we can be in the same room.
It heals through necrotic energy.
Is necrotic energy not the same?
It's not a real energy type. It's something that you made up.
It's
that-
not made up. It's in a cleric archetype.
I don't think-
Paizo.
Okay. Then
We're glad to
it's
be
for that
together, pup. That's
one. It's
really
something
the
to
thing.
separate it from.
Yeah.
Because necrotic tissue is tissue that eats away at it, so that's
Okay.
appropriate.
Yeah, so you're kind of distinguishing it between negative energy and like the necrotic rot energy.
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
But yeah, other than dismembered,
In the state of
and whereas this one is
That would be my eggs.
the stream froze for you,
So sad.
it is
Oops.
not frozen for me.
It was
Not for
on
me.
her end,
She said-
probably.
Hold up. I wanna mess with something right quick.
Well, I wonder if
On
that's
the-
something that's on her end.
It's on.
No.
It's definitely on her end.
Margie's also having a hard time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I want to.
Okay, well Austin's fussing. You guys don't think there's really much else you can glean from the site? But yeah, the size of the creature increasing and what you're able to glean from the pieces of we'll call it hide left over.
Well, I'm gonna grab a piece of it.
Just gonna lower it. What are we
Put it
at?
in my bag.
1280.
Yeah, you don't feel any sicknesses or
Okay.
you don't feel any like sapping of energy.
Oh, that's from.
But it does like with the color with it, it does have almost an oily feel.
I forget. Did we determine how long ago this was left here?
The last couple ones, I think we were able to tell. It was
Within
like,
a week. Like so like this one might have been like the 6 days, the 4 days, and the 2 days or something like that.
Oh, so like we're getting closer to whatever it is we feel.
Yes.
So that's why Cormier suggests just hopping straight to the 2-day one. The one up north just to see
It
if
does
you
make it all sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See if we can catch it. Whatever this bitch is.
Alright, so you guys are able to leave this cave system.
Oh, also before we go, Koru, can you check and see if there's tracks from our Venarin and Kitsune friends? Since they
Yeah.
have high tracking ability.
Yeah, let me just like, check out the ground a little
So
bit.
roll
Give
me a
moment.
perception check.
22.
Yeah, so you do see the kitsune's tracks.
Perfect.
Okay. But not the other one?
Technically speaking, does a druid's tracking counteract woodland stride?
No,
Nope.
nothing counteracts with the stride.
So just one.
Mechanically
Yeah,
speaking, we know it's a ranger, so it's going to be very hard to track the ranger regardless.
You know that it shares some affinity with nature as you do, and you are also next to impossible to track.
Gotcha.
As currently on this natural terrain, you leave no footprints.
Gotcha. I'm also a bird.
And then, yeah, so you probably also see the size comparison of like the
But where are his
footprints of the
footsteps?
creature coming in and like the footprints of the creature coming out.
Yikes.
So it's increasing in size,
Yeah.
and that could mean in strength. Not always, but it could.
Okay. Well, we're getting closer, whatever this thing is.
It's alright, boys. You know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall and all that.
So you don't fall that hard then.
No, I don't.
So we need to make the Venarin really big.
I
So he falls
I
really
suppose so, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you guys pretty much bitched the Kitsune in the timescape, but the Venarin got trapped in a box, but once he busted out, he did like one round of big damage, then was dealt with.
Which one was that again? Is that the chimp or the Ninetales?
Chimp.
Okay, it's a chimp.
The Ninetales could suck right now if it does Ninetales trickery.
Oof.
Because later, when you're all powered up and you know you're
You catch up to its bullcrap, it got real fast.
even if it doesn't have its type of bullcrap, but when you're at that level, like just the potency of spells that ask for a save just kind of die off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So right now, though, it could definitely outpace us.
Alright, so we're gonna say it's somewhere around like early afternoon, maybe like somewhere between the 11 and 1 o'clock time period you guys started your day.
Okay. Tea time.
And actually, I'm trying to remember, you guys had a discussion whether to camp before going into the Fey Forest or not, and the Blight. And I think you guys
Pretty sure
camped outside the Blight.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure we did, yeah.
So yeah, so it's still pretty early in the day, so you guys can keep traveling for a while. So you guys successfully get out of this cave system, not that hard. There wasn't much besides the dead Atiugs to stop you.
Yeah.
And then going through the Blight, you guys have a pretty easy time. Turn around every now and then, and you actually do see like the Remenskaras, and like if they see you seeing them, they will literally wave.
No fucking.
Yes! And every time they wave, I wave.
And then they'll wave again.
Hey, friends.
So like, and then like once you get to the edge of the trees, you see them like at the edge, like you get past, they stop where the forest stops, and they go,
What? That's
and they just
amazing.
wave you off.
Bye!
I like those
It
guys.
was good
I
talking
like
with
those
you.
guys too. They're real nice.
They'll be like, "We'll see you in another life."
Looking forward to it.
Literally.
Literally.
I'm really hoping this is my last one.
It's the best cycle of waving. That's what Pup says.
But real question: have we met them before?
How do you mean? Like, have I met them before?
No, have any of us ran into them before?
Scrolling
Past
through my Twitch
life?
usernames
That would
till
be
I
a really
find the
funny
one
thing.
that is a
Like-
mod.
Like, do
A
we?
huge
do they know?
chain of like reincarnations that started. They started as Romanskara. They got killed by Romanskara. They reincarnated as something else.
Yeah, because it has. Well, you could roll the 100
Yeah.
on the expanded chart, get DM's choice, and redo as another Rumaskara, but it's only on the second one, rolling the 100, DM's choice, to get it to reincarnate as a Rumaskara.
Yeah, just randomly, but they just like kept going to the woods and just getting reincarnated as something else. A huge like, and it's like 100 years later.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Anyway,
don't remember.
that'd be fascinating.
Yeah, so you guys are, you keep walking, and you notice that, like, actually, right now, the trees are a little thinner than they've been in any other part. You're out of the Blight. The trees, once again, look healthy. They look fine. It's just, it's interestingly enough thinner. But let's get everyone to give me a perception check.
I'm not good at those.
Ditto.
I think I had a decent number of those.
26.
26?
I had 29.
22.
You rolled a 20.
Yeah.
Nice. You got a 26, you said?
29.
29?
17.
I got a 23.
So, you all hear the thunderous footsteps,
Good, he's already big.
and
A large monster.
you guys are having trouble identifying what these thunderous footsteps are. And like you hear them though, and all of a sudden like you hear them stop. Not that they went out in the distance, but just that they stopped. And then I'll let anyone roll me a nature on top of the perception if they have nature.
I have nature. It's much better.
Also, while we were walking, I'm going to do a little bit of out of combat healing.
Go for it. Yeah, do some healing if you
That's
want.
probably a good idea. Yeah.
Ooh, 31. I like the idea.
I got a 19.
So once the footsteps stop, you all hear some bird noises actually,
Bird noises.
and Oni goes, "Those sound like ostriches, but bigger."
Ooh, what's an ostrich?
Can I get a little poke of a light?
Oh, yeah, I can do that for you. You want one from the wand, or do you want me to just use mine?
I guess whichever you prefer.
Alright, wand it is. 7.
Not bad, not bad.
43.51. That should be fine.
All right, so what do you guys choose to do with this information?
I choose to
You could
ask
go-
only what an ostrich is.
So does
I've
it sound
never
like
heard
there's
of these.
multiple, or does it sound like there's one?
By the amount of the footsteps that were happening and the sounds, it definitely sounds like there's multiple.
Ah.
Ooh. So once it's explained that it's a giant bird,
Giant burp.
imagine the omelets.
Wait a second.
Wait, what? No.
Actually,
Ooh,
yes.
yeah.
The survival
Yeah,
shows where
no,
they find
that
ostriches,
sounds
emu
fantastic,
eggs.
actually.
The restaurants where they serve ostrich and emu eggs?
Oh, I've
Yeah.
never been to a restaurant that fancy.
No disrespect.
Of course.
That's all good. I understand.
Oh, what? Because he's filthy fucking New Yorker or something?
And then I'll allow a geography check also from anyone that wants to.
Geographer.
Knowledge geographer.
21.
Hey, that's really good. 25.
So you both looking at the terrain real fast, you're like, we could easily get around these if we wanted to. But we could also easily get to them, and going to them is more direct of a path.
Well, I
And
mean,
I would get to see ostriches, so
and I could
I'm
try
kinda
and
down
talk
for
to them
that
too,
Whatever's faster.
if they're birds.
That means
Yeah.
ostriches.
All right, so we will go ahead and we will put you on the page where I have large-sized ostriches.
And I think I'm going to recommend that I think we should let Koru and Naomi.
SpongeBob.
All right, so if we refer to roll
do you have an
20,
account weren't following us on?
Yes.
I wrote the
It does
name,
have, like,
I'm like,
3 or
what
4
the
accounts.
there is
or-
a number of
follow us.
ostriches that have found their way
No, 4 of them follow
in
us.
front of your path.
Like 7.
Okay.
Well.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Oh, that's weird. It's like
That
the
was a funny
ostriches
thing I
say
found
like
out the other day. Apparently,
inkarts.net
this
on
whole
them.
time, and the not so little bird wasn't following the pup.
It's a strange kind of bird.
So I did that the other day.
All right, so what do you want to do? You're casting Speak with Animal?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
So
Speak with
that
Animal.
is an ostrich.
Okay.
I'm still in my eagle form, so
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
fly up.
gigantic. I want to ride it.
Oh.
I think it's too big for you.
Inkart.net. What is that? Is that your name?
You know what?
It's just they didn't want me stealing their copyrighted picture, so they did that, thinking that was going to stop me.
See, I don't know if things can be really, really too big to ride on only. Really, the problem is sometimes they're too small. But once they get big enough, like
I could probably.
Not
Like,
how
we can get. We could
Mechanically in
probably get you up there. You
Pathfinder,
could
that's
put
not
them.
how that
I think
works,
we can
but
make
in
this
real
happen.
life,
Right.
technically speaking,
Well,
that's
all
how
all I
that
gotta do is
works.
grab on. I'm pretty sure it can carry me.
Yeah.
I mean, what's an elephant? Is that a large? And
I mean,
we can ride
I
elephants.
vaguely remember flying a dragon.
I have ridden on an elephant.
I have ridden on an elephant too.
I mean, it wasn't me,
I don't think I
but
have.
I did it.
I don't think I'd want to ride on an elephant. I
All
think
right,
I'd want
so
to be best
Corey,
friends
you
with
cast
one.
Yeah.
Speak with Animal.
So I cast Speak with Animals. I fly up. I'm still in my eagle form. I fly up to one of the branches nearby, maybe on like a rock, and I'm like, "Hey, friends, how we doing down there?"
And they're like, Ah, a smaller flying bird. Hi.
Hi, bigger flying bird. Or non-flying bird. Sorry.
Hey, be sensitive.
Comprehend languages won't help me understand them.
And you guys do realize that these
Yeah.
ostriches, as you get closer, so they are bigger.
Brandon, could you address the cat?
Just the cat.
Addressed.
These are bigger. Once
it
again,
just-
like their hides look thicker, and their beaks look much more battle capable than what you think an ostrich might have if you know what an ostrich is.
Oh, they're battle ostrich.
But yeah, he goes, a smaller flying bird. You're small. How do you survive here?
Well, I mean, I have I get by. I fly around and I eat and hunt for food like everybody else. So what are you guys doing around here? You just kind of hanging out?
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna mount.
I'm gonna look at you like, Parchment, what are you doing?
He wants to be an ostrich.
We I guess we're just
He's like,
scavenging for food, also hunting.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
Sounds like
that.
a plan. I
But
noticed
like no
Ostrich?
large
As much fun as
birds
that
get
looks
you.
like.
No like things jumping out of the
Maybe we wait
trees.
until
No
asks them permission.
no like scary death moth things. No dragons. None of those.
every now and then someone tries to take a bite of me. I'm pretty quick though, so I just kind of duck out of the way. Every now and then,
And then
someone
I'm gonna
gets
use
a nip at me.
My time hop ability
Oh,
to
God.
teleport onto one of the ostriches.
Which one? So
Well,
if Matt, which one? Where are you, and who are you talking to?
let's just say like I'm up on this. Is this like a ascending this way, elevation wise?
Yeah. So the west side, and let me get you a token. No, you're
Let's say I'm
you're-
up on like exactly where that guy is right there, man.
You're
Welcome to ostrich side now.
so you're
Yeah,
down
like
two
a-
more, right?
Battle ostrich, that is.
Yeah, like maybe right
Yeah,
there.
I would have just
Is
gone
that like
to
Battletoads?
whichever one happened to be.
You have a
closest.
little wisdom.
Oh, okay.
So closest would probably like maybe
Back.
one of those two.
Yeah.
Do you remember that document?
So literally the
Like,
one you're
campaign
talking to.
ideas? Okay.
Classroom pops up on,
But never had it.
and all of a sudden a coffin pops up,
Simon,
and the ostrich talks to you, and then it cranes its neck.
I'm just like shaking my head. It's like that one.
And then, do you know what this is?
And I'm just like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but that's my friend. He's cool. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Hey, tell him I want a ride.
This is embarrassing. He says he wants a ride. He thinks that he's gonna be able to. I don't know. Do you think maybe you could just like walk around a little bit, humor him for me?
I was gonna walk around.
Does he give snacks?
He wants to know if you give snacks.
I mean, we have some snacks. What does it eat?
What do you like?
You brought this up. This one's on you.
What do you think was going to happen? Like, yeah, I conveniently pull out large ostrich snacks from my bag.
So they will eat.
Did you guys like my addition to our fridge?
It says.
Yes, I saw that.
Oh, nice. It says roots, leaves, and seeds, but they will eat whatever is available. Sometimes they consume insects, snakes, lizards, and rodents.
I relay all of this to you.
Oh, it sounds like they eat just about anything then. So I'll just reach in my pack, grab some of my food,
Trail ration.
and just hand it over.
Yeah, he's
Kinda
got
like,
some
I'll
snacks.
hold it out in my palm like this.
Okay.
Oh.
So he will, like, very carefully, like, not biting you, pick it up, but, like, as the beak gets closer, you're like, that could really hurt.
That is really big.
It's like, oh.
And you see him just kind of, like, and, like, suck it down. Like, he clings up and sucks it down like you would see, like, a seagull do or a pelican or something.
Like Brandy gave.
Does it make the gulp noises from a cartoon?
And it makes the gulp noise from the cartoon.
So as this has been happening, Cecil has been like kind of peeking around the corner. Like the moment that parchment disappeared, he kind of stepped behind because he was like, "They're gonna charge." So now he's like looking out and he's just like, "Oh, okay." So to step back, I was like, And he'll kind of just wave and stay back.
Is that one of yours also?
Yeah, he's with me too. I mean, he probably has some snacks or something. Listen, hey, okay, so we're trying to get through where there's some crazy stuff happening to the north, and we're just trying to pass through this area. Is it cool with you guys if me and a couple friends just kind of walk on by you guys? We're not gonna hurt anything. We're not looking for any trouble. We're just trying to pass through.
Do they like snacks?
And
Of course they like snacks.
yeah, apparently they do. Lizards, rodents, roots,
Leaves,
nuts,
Lots of
leaves,
things, plants,
seeds.
creatures.
You find something, they'll probably eat it.
Yeah, true.
So, you want through. You have snacks now.
Oh yeah, we got snacks. We got lots of snacks.
Are there snacks where you're going?
Say,
Well,
I
our
don't.
snacks will go with us, so technically.
So this is Koru says, they're wondering if there's snacks where we're going.
Yes.
Well,
Just say
we'll bring our
yes.
snacks where we're going, so yeah. So then do you tell them?
Yeah, it's like a Monty Python sketch.
So what do you tell them?
I say, well, okay,
Yes.
yes. If
So you see,
we're not exactly sure if there's
Yes.
snacks where we're going, but are you interested in
ask
coming
you
with
if you
us?
go.
So yeah,
Interested-
so
Say yes.
with all
a
this
remote
talk
for TV that's not in this house.
about snacks, you see all the ostriches getting closer.
Okay, alright, okay.
And they're all coming up,
Mine?
and they just keep hearing snacks, and then they see food produced.
Okay. Give me 1 moment, guys. Quick poll. How much snacks do we have to go around?
I mean, some trail rations.
I have trail rat.
You have...
We
Enough.
haven't died yet.
I
Well,
imagine...
eating our
So, we haven't roleplayed this
We
much
died
yet.
through starvation
I assume
yet.
between having a druid and a ranger, both with survival skill
I can also make
in
good
a
berries.
forest,
Ooh.
I imagine you guys have all of the food you need for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine I have a plentiful amount of food because Kren can't eat anything in this forest.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you couldn't eat, like, the plague bearer Atiel with some of the creatures you fought. He might be able to eat, right?
I don't want him to take the bite of anything that's sick or mutated or blighted,
Oh, that's true.
which is a good portion of this
Yeah.
forest.
If I meditate for an hour, I can make good berries.
All right. So you're saying there's plenty of snacks now, and there will be plenty of snacks later. That's the poll we're trying to take here as a collective ostrich group.
Yes, I think we can agree that there are snacks now, and we can pretty much guarantee that there will be snacks later.
All right. So then,
Kren's just gonna take off and just kind of keep a nice
Yeah.
perimeter view of this.
with
all.
Poshmit on him,
boiling
all
down.
the ostriches then huddle.
Ostriches huddle?
So you see, snacks.
Guys!
So everyone, so you can give me a perception check if you want.
From what am I looking
Listen
for?
it.
They're huddling about their game plan here.
This
Oh,
is
natural.
awesome!
So you don't hear what they're saying, but every now and then, like, you see them, and then cartoonishly as shit, they all peek their head up at the same time, look at you guys, and they go back in, and they're like, so the one you've been talking to goes, all right, so our group has made a decision.
Excellent. They made a decision, yeah.
I can imagine myself next to someone.
We want snacks.
Are they really
So if
talking
you
about
have snacks
with
now,
ostriches?
and you have snacks later,
They're your friends.
we'll come with you for snacks.
They are.
I think that sounds pretty weird. So basically, they want snacks now, and they want snacks later, and if we can guarantee that, they'll come with us.
Wait,
what?
Wait. They're gonna come with us?
Yeah.
I get to ride the ostrich!
Come on, we have a little army of ostriches. That's pretty cool.
This sounds fun.
And you
to
can
me.
ride one.
I mean, yeah.
This sounds like a plan to me.
It sounds like a win-win. I don't
mean,
see any
if
downside.
modern man can't stop the ostrich, what hope does the kitsune stand?
So the ostriches tell you, and we're very
Very
interested in
stupid
getting
ostrich.
to the snacks as soon as possible.
Excellent.
So you're a bird.
Do that.
You fly to the snacks. Tell all your
It was a sick
buddies.
ostrich.
to get on us,
Allegedly.
and we will follow you with your buddies on us. By the way, your buddies are on us.
Okay.
And we will follow you to the snacks later.
Guys, great news.
But we need to start with snacks now before any of this can happen.
Okay.
Can do.
You guys are gonna love this.
Okay.
Doubt it.
I'm skeptical.
All you do is feed them some snacks, and you get to ride these guys. And we'll get there in half the
I
time.
My bird's
take my
better.
bag of holding and I just start dumping it out on the ground, trying to find as much food as I possibly can.
I knew I put it in your son.
Cecil's like, I'm sold.
So
He's gonna walk up and just be like,
there's 7 ostriches. There's 6 characters. One character is a bird. Another character has his own flying mounts. So 4 of you are going to ride 4 ostriches. There's going to be 3 riderless ostriches, a bird, and Cormir riding Kren.
yeah, this is
Did,
great.
did we all just get ostrich mounts that we just have to feed?
Absolutely.
Potentially. The real question is, do we get to take that? Like, will they
So
want to come
next
with us?
level, I'm taking in Cavalier.
Well, you guys do know that there's this magic barrier that can be measured in no way, shape, or form. Don't even try it.
no, we can measure 8 parchment.
And you know that these guys are on the wrong side of the barrier.
Okay.
We don't. It's like we're having a conversation later, like at night. We're just like, we can't tell them about the fact that there's snacks on the other side of the barrier.
How are we gonna get out of
That's
this?
Why can't we?
that's like introducing outside wildlife in. They're going to destroy the ecosystem.
We're not gonna tell them about this. We'll call this rule the Prime Directive.
Wait, remind me what the barrier is, like to the forest. Or?
Yeah, so we say in the forest of Ethil on the northern edge.
Mhm.
There's this giant, immeasurable barrier.
Not
Don't even
physical.
try it.
It's more of like
A magic aura. It's a magic shield. You guys, as humanoid creatures, are able to pass through it just fine. A mundane bird is able to pass through it just fine. But the barrier is meant to stop creatures from the northern end go south.
I see.
And this is they wanted to cultivate nature in its wildest forms because they were seeing an absence of apex predators.
Okay.
8,000 something years ago. So they created this.
place where we breed Apex Legends.
Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
Quick,
Yeah.
put that in our tags. Put that in our tags. We can get more viewers.
Apex Legends,
Taken.
Pathfinder Maine.
I'm a genius. Pathfinder Maine.
That's the only one I know is Pathfinder.
Hey, you know, hey,
Amazing.
it's the appropriate one to know.
All right, so you guys now have ostriches.
This
You're
is-
riding the ostriches, and you have Koru leading you.
This is such an amazing scene. I can see this so clearly.
See, I just imagine Matt would walk up and wild empathy these guys, and that's kind of like, yeah, I want you guys to get there faster. It seems a little silly, like all this like one combat a day stuff. I'm just gonna get you places faster.
Yeah.
But then like the actual role playing, I thought was way better. So I didn't make you make any rolls because your snacks were very convincing.
Snacks.
Excellent. Excellent.
So with the help of the ostriches, you guys actually find yourself making great time. As you said, initially, based off what you thought distance-wise, you thought you'd get there tomorrow. You do actually get there today, even before sundown.
Ooh, right on.
Exciting stuff.
And with the allure of snacks, the ostriches were very willing
Excellent.
to get in on this.
Wonderful.
So what we're going to have happen is, once this renders, thank you for rendering, I appreciate you.
Thanks for rendering.
We are going to go ahead and move on. We'll say that the ostriches are like, ooh, that feels like bad juju. We're going to chill here for a moment. You check that out. We're going to get snacks while we're here. And then when you're done with the bad juju, we'll meet back up with you guys again, and we'll go to the next source of snacks.
Sounds like a plan. I like this. This
'Cause
is
I don't
good
wanna-
relationship.
Put 7 ostriches that I didn't actually mechanically build into combat.
Oh my lord.
So let me get you guys some...
So, Oni, you say that birds like these on the other side of the barrier.
I did say that?
smaller ones.
Well, you know,
Oh, yes.
you knew what they were, and you haven't been here before, so I made an assumption.
Yeah, they're usually not this big, but yes.
I don't need to be this
This is
big.
still the same day.
This is now still the same day.
Hmm.
You guys have unlocked fast
New
travel.
pet.
Congratulations.
First when we hit back.
Ostrich travel.
True.
It will be our next
I'm
mission.
sure that can happen.
So, you guys have
True.
just seen
Save the world. Find ostriches.
either Untamed
Ride the
Forest.
ostriches, save the world.
You know, I can't necessarily argue with that on a certain. How long do you think it'll take us to find these ostriches, though?
I don't know.
Hey, Brandon, expert of geography. Where do the ostriches live?
I don't know. If only someone here had a sibling who was an animal breeder or trainer.
Huh.
Yeah.
Isn't that one of your siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My older sister.
Perfect.
If only that was already in your backstory. Too bad nobody has that, so you can't ask that particular.
Only we're going to as soon as we get back down south. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So
Nobody has backstories. You're right.
So at
Weird.
this point, we've definitely reached a point
Definitely
where it's
not
just
me.
like Poshman and I are just sitting there, and it's just like Kronk style, just like, oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh yeah.
It's all coming together. Just like,
Guys, I think I'm finally starting to understand my destiny.
Oh god.
you know.
I know it's my destiny.
Pokemon.
Yeah. So you guys. So while for this 2 or 3 days that you guys have been traveling in the forest north of Athil Norris, you guys have only seen untamed forests and cave systems, and you haven't seen any sign of civilization.
Except this giant city we're about to go to.
Except for now, you come here and you guys see what looks to be ancient ruins.
Mm.
A lot of the rooms that you have been in have been somehow preserved throughout time, and these ones here are now just crumbled. You see some archways that look like they have fallen, and you guys see some walls of some outer buildings, some outer walls to buildings that are just the only ones there. You don't see any other walls connected to those. You guys see a tower that looks hollowed out, and you guys see what, I don't know, could be a shrine, a top of a building. You're not quite sure.
Kind of like, but it's sort of more like a pyramid shape.
Yeah, I imagine that the 2 blocks were like 5-foot levels. And you actually do see there, right, let's see, if I ping, are you guys going to see where'd my mouse go? That's the only thing about 2 screens is mouse. Do you guys see my ping?
Yes.
Yes.
So right there, you actually do see what does look like an archway, but it's completely covered in rubble.
Cool.
Rubble.
And you guys,
What would you want to check to see if these runes remind us of any of the other runes that we've been in?
you can make a dungeoneering, local, or perception check, whichever or religion maybe.
Religion I would be better at. I mean, I'm not really good at any of those checks necessarily. I don't have that many skill points to go around, but...
And then you do see, while you are trying to sit there and...
Ooh, okay. 25 to see if, like, this just reminds me of any place that we... Like, any of the other ruins that we've been in so far, like the Underground City.
Yeah, so you've now been in 2 full ruin systems. These both remind you of it.
Oh, cool. This...
And then there are these creatures that do come stumbling up once you're...
Ooh.
while you're sitting there thinking, although they are literally just stumbling around. They are not making any moves towards you whatsoever. And if you guys were to guess, you haven't been that sneaky. So you feel like there's no reason why they shouldn't. But I will allow some more dungeoneering checks.
I can't make that.
And you guys will auto-recognize that this is once had the semblance of an orc.
Interesting.
So if anyone wants to make dungeoneering, they may.
Plus 8. 11.
You do not know what is up with these orcs.
What is off with these
Cool.
orcs?
I changed Cormier's picture in his character printout. Not on the actual token, because I can't do that. So he didn't bother to log into Brandon. I could have. But on a phone, it's not fun.
Seems fair.
I had forgotten when I originally found his character art that I'm wearing Eastern armor in Oyuroi, which I think If the pictures I'm finding are the actual appropriate pictures for that armor, is Japanese cavalry armor. It looks pretty damn similar.
All right. So what do you guys do,
So I found a hop over
knowing that these creatures are here?
walk forward.
All right. So go ahead
We could probably try talking to him, right?
and
Unless they try to attack us first, I guess.
Well, I'm just gonna go right over here.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing that I want to do, and I'm gonna get into the air.
Seems wise.
So do you want to try and make first contact? And we're just going to try and walk up and see what happens.
I mean, I imagine anything that we try to do here,
The
we
trip only lasts 7 hours.
have to interact with them at some
Oh,
point.
You
yeah.
have multiple
so-
uses of it.
Yeah,
Right, right.
So I probably would have cast it again, I guess, on the journey.
I mean, I suppose we can just approach
And
and
then,
we can try
once
talking to him.
again, here is the tab of the monster. Although, is it now showing up on the stream? It wasn't before.
Yay!
Oh, so you have to have the window active. I mean, because it was minimized, it wasn't updating. So I put it on second monitor. So second monitor has a very important use. Unfortunately, until I figure out how to crop the screen to fit the window size, I can't go full screen. So that's annoying, but
So yeah, so that's the creature that stands in front of you guys.
look at us upping our fucking production. Where do we go, cat?
All right, and
Bitch.
yeah, so they're there, and they roll me sense motives.
Well, 15. 15.
Ooh, 18, so 20.
Nice.
22.
So I will say that Cecil and Poshment, as of right now, believe they have not seen you, even though there's no reason they should not have seen you or noticed you. I
Based
should
on
say.
that picture, are we noticing the fact that they don't seem to have eyes?
Yes, actually.
I don't think they've seen us.
That's an astute observation that I will allow your character to
But I'll
have.
also say, I don't think they've noticed us, is the better one. And they don't seem to have eyes. So,
Do we need to go through here? Can we go?
I have a really
So,
dumb idea that I have to read up on.
You
next so I can do it
think
right.
the disturbance is actually like centered around where they are?
Oh, well, never mind. We need to go right in there.
March right to
in
him.
the heart.
If you wouldn't mind putting my character just kind of on friends token.
Yeah, I did.
I don't think we can,
No, like
I think we can talk to him. I don't
You
think
picked
we
the
can
wrong one.
talk to him.
that.
Oh, you might have picked up Cecil.
Oh.
Yeah. Picked up Cecil.
They look pretty nasty.
Sorry, I picked up Cecil, so you picked up.
Ostriches are easy to talk to. These guys look
Sorry,
pretty
bud.
nasty.
Ostriches are much easier to talk to. For
Ostriches.
literally everyone out there,
No, this brand puts that
Much
token
easier to
front.
talk
It's
to.
underneath.
something
That's
tells me
fine,
that these
Dave.
guys might not be interested in talking.
Yeah.
They're probably
missing.
listening.
Oh, because he's a bird.
all right.
Sounds about like Wally can kind of do, but
Something like that.
He's a bird right there. I
All
was
right.
like, why doesn't he have
So you guys are thinking of talking. Tell me what steps you take to talk to these guys.
So
I'm
the
gonna put
orcish.
my
Does
left
anyone know
foot in
orc?
front of my
That's a good
right
point.
foot, and then I'm going to put my right foot in
the
front of my left foot
Huh.
until we get
Well,
close.
if
so out of
only
curiosity,
someone-
The orcish. Does anyone know
If only
orc?
someone knew orc. I'm not talking to them.
true.
I'm not talking to them, by the way.
I've talked
Because
to
I'm 20 feet in the air.
I've talked to some
So I'm
people
like,
who
so
speak this
I mean,
language,
does
it's
anyone
totally
know
fine.
orc? Whoosh.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he wants to talk
Hey,
to
hey,
them.
do you want to talk to them?
Don't shout, they'll hear us.
I'm shouting quietly so you can hear, but not them.
Alright, so I'm going to stay up there in the air to ignore you while I figure out how fast dismount works.
Message. Hey, do you want to talk to
No.
them? He doesn't want to talk to them, guys.
It's fair. So I don't speak Orc.
I
Complicated.
can understand them,
Orcs
but
speak common.
I can't speak their language.
So we'll just talk to them in common.
Try to talk to them common at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I say we approach semi-stealthily and slowly, and we arrange ourselves so that if they get aggressive, we're at good starting positions.
All right. So give me some where you guys think you want to goes, and then I might have you guys stop at certain areas when things change.
So Cecil's imagining that, I mean, he's going to be talking, and Hodgman's going to be talking. He probably would try and take, like, a slightly longer route, avoiding rough terrain that he thinks might cause noise, just so he can get up to like about. He'll try and shoot to like wind up about here.
All right. So once you get to this square here,
Stealth check.
unfortunately. So what else is everyone else doing while Cecil's doing this?
I'm going with him.
Stealth check.
So are you
Okay.
directly behind him?
Oh yeah.
There will definitely have some space.
I was gonna go.
Don't worry,
just
guys. I'm gonna be real sneaky.
Fly and perch myself. Are these walls?
In
Like,
my-
Yeah, those are the range of walls.
We're just technically birds.
Good luck there,
So
Cecil.
they're flying in, you know, like it's kind of right up here.
I don't think I will be. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, like that. So-
There will be an attempt.
All right. So
Do what?
Sahona will stick with Olni, and do
Girl.
Kren and Cormir go anywhere or just up? You're
You
cir-
start circling
All right, so I'm not going to move your token.
that
because
one.
It doesn't really matter, I think, for your spaces. So what happens is about the same time that Koru and Naomi get to their perch, Cecil crosses this threshold, and I want perception checks.
From everybody.
Oh, you don't even need perception checks. You actually just then see the creatures like super perk up and like look straight at Cecil and look straight at Naomi and Koru. And then you'll hear the guttural language that you believe is Orc, and like they'll start taking a step in both of those directions.
Do I overhear what they say? Just kind of being 20 feet off the ground. Circling
Yeah,
in this
they'll be
area.
loud enough to where they say like, "Our senses pick up movement."
Mm. And when I see that they're walking towards us,
Congrats, you make terrible scouts. I mutter to myself somewhere on the board.
I'm gonna.
Sorry,
Unlike the hills,
I'm
these
planning
are-
my attack.
Unlike the hills, these orcs don't have eyes.
They don't. The hills do, so that's fine. Who needs scouts or guards when the hills have eyes?
I'm just gonna move back. Naomi and I are just gonna move and perch in this tree back here.
So as you guys move back, that one will just say like, "Wings, believe bird." Well, that's what Cormir will hear.
If they insist on talking
I
in
got
this
that right.
garbled up language for any longer, I'm going to cast comprehend languages on myself.
But the other one goes, "Mine still stays still," and he takes another step forward. Well, another 5 foot worth of steps forward.
Well,
Fast
I
as an
guess at this
ostrich.
point.
Hello?
Yeah. Really? Oh,
Do you... I mean, you're talking in that very strange, garbled up language. Do you speak this one?
Yes.
Oh.
Who'll go there?
Crank had to
Oshman.
slow down to pace the ostriches.
And Cecil.
Nice to meet you.
I was hoping he wasn't slower
It's
than
very strange circumstances, but we kind of felt something going on around here, so we came to investigate.
They will literally they will usher with their hand, or the one that you're talking to that's in front of you, usher with his hand. You probably mean this. And as you follow his hand, you see which, whereas you would say the scenes that you've seen before looks like the creatures were subdued, I guess I will say. And then, like, while they were constrained, whatever you've been following ate them then while still alive. You think this was just a free range rampage on probably about half dozen or so more of these creatures.
These orcs. Yeah,
Hmm.
that
We're here to fuck up
does
what's
look
yeah.
about like what we're looking for.
Also, knife ears go down in my book.
Are you here
Having touched
when all
tooth
this
in our
happened?
sanctuary.
Yes. Brought here. On ship with 2 other monsters. Monkey and a fox man.
Oh, so you know the chimp in the Nine Tails.
We're kind of here to kill them.
Well, stop them. A couple of us are here to kill them.
I will yell, most definitely kill them in orc. While circling about.
I mean, it's very important that we stop them. Killing them does work.
It stops. For a
They're-
semi-permanent.
They're gone with their abomination.
The abomination I went on.
Oh, you might be able to describe this abomination then. That would be very helpful for us.
What did it look like?
If you're willing. Do you know any?
Not
What
cool,
information have you
Not cool.
figured? What information have you been able to ascertain of this strange beast?
Don't know if you've noticed. Can't see.
Well, that's why I didn't ask you what it looked like, did I?
4 legs. 2 heads.
Ooh, 2 backs. Wait.
Is that what they've been doing this whole time? It's just finding very exotic places to get there.
Tentacles.
Oh.
So much movement. Hard to get number.
Oh.
No
So
bueno.
it does have tentacles. So we just put.
So it's a type of quadruped with two heads and a large number of tentacles. Gotta love tentacles. What did it sound like?
Death.
Gentlemen, we're fighting a Japanese porn star.
And
Oh, thank you, sir.
if only I was conscious that a couple times I died, I'd know what the sound of death sounded like. But unfortunately, it's not how death works. So, thank you for the information you were able to give us. How long ago did they leave, and where'd they go? And why did they just leave you here if they brought you here specifically? I know there's a lot of questions all at once, but like I just need to spit them out as I think of them, because otherwise I'll forget.
Mind control. Brought here. Told. Sacrifice. Attributes. Flesh that the creature needed.
They should have been better mutants have been immune to mind control, like my favorite mutant is.
Is your favorite mutant?
There's
Finn?
only one. Yeah.
Wait, is it really?
Uh-huh.
They brought us up here. Found the creature in its hibernated state, egg form, on the top of that mound over there, and he points towards the building with the stairs. Left us
Skull.
here. Said, "Come, they'll come back for us."
Somebody's fucking so free.
And a month later, they came back, and as soon as we noticed them, the carnage had already started.
Wait, how many of you guys were there?
Guys, I think somebody's getting eaten.
So, if you take account of what's on the floor, there's going to be
Heal check. Piece all these dismembered body parts together.
8 more bodies on the floor, plus the 2 of them standing.
Wow.
So they'll say 10 of us.
Would you like some help getting home then?
I do that in a second.
We have a couple of extra ostriches that you could probably ride on.
So, Sahona is up near where you guys are. Did I not put her on the map? Oh no, I said yeah, she was. Oh, who's token? Oh, this is Koru. Koru is over here. That's. She was with Only the entire time I said that. She's up there and she whispers, and she goes, "They're orcs in the forest.
Uh-huh.
They need to die.
Uh-huh.
What if we hold on?
What?
What if we move them out of the forest?
And what are they going to do when they're out of the forest?
Die.
Probably die. They can't see things.
They're going to kill and hurt other creatures. It's what these savages do.
True.
You saw the wars with your own 2 eyes. You should know this.
Surprised he has 4 eyes, fucking nerd.
Fucking nerd!
I don't wear glasses. Thank you very much.
Not yet, you old fuck.
Ooh. Just because I'm like 8 times your age doesn't mean I am old.
Yes, it does.
That's what
No,
that means.
it doesn't.
That is precisely what that means.
I am an elf versus a gnome, or no, you live a long time versus a half orc.
Gnomes don't live all that long.
Compared to most of the other humanoid races, yeah.
I don't think so.
Don't they?
No.
Oh, thought they did.
I mean, they live a little bit longer than humans do.
Oh, I thought they were like same as like.
At least I
dwarves.
don't think
And
so.
then,
I
yeah,
can double
so
check.
while Sona's saying that, you'll hear the orc that you've been talking to go, the 2 of you expect to bring us home? Get through this
I
entire
guess I'm
forest?
64.
If Cormier hears that, he's gonna start busting up laughing at the notion of bringing them home.
Where is home for you? Out of curiosity.
There's a 3rd one there?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of us. Some of them are just a little bit out of whatever distance, I guess, you can sense. I'm not entirely sure how your senses work.
Because I want to fuck with them, I'm gonna have Kren swoop down as close to their heads as like he can.
But, I mean, we were able to make it this far. So I can only imagine we can get you where you need to go.
So as you're saying that, and then Kren goes to make a swooping motion above the 2 orcs, they immediately, like, starting with the one on the right and then the one on the left, it's a bang notice. And they both grab their clubs like they think they're going to have range, but Kren's just high enough up to where they never had a shot of hitting him.
Oh, I was gonna get close enough to let him swing as close as Kren could get,
Oh, really?
whatever he thought was appropriate.
Okay, yeah, they'll take the swing.
And then I'll use my ride ability to roll a ride check versus their attack roll.
Nay.
All right, so the first one,
I see if I can do it twice. I don't think I can.
oh yeah, well the first one would be a hit without your right ability.
I think that's mounted combat lets you do that.
Yeah.
You just make a ride check versus the attack roll.
Yeah. I want to see if we can do it twice.
I think so. Once.
Oop, that was a 17 plus a number. Once per round. So 29.
All right, so you feel like you just got it close enough to where like
Banked
Probably-
off some natural armor or something.
yeah.
Real close, but you're like, and just tweak it.
So no damage was dealt to Kren, but you do think there was like, if you hadn't acted that quickly, you do think Kren would have gotten hit. And the other one's just a complete whiff due to your maneuver. You got far enough out of range, and the other one never had a shot. And they both freak out, and they go, "Giant winged creature attacking! Did you guys see it?"
Oh, yeah, no, that was just Kren and Cormier, is it?
Cormier.
Cormier, yeah. And it's just Kren and the Tusk Tooth Cormier.
So at this point in time, while everyone's talking, Sohona's actually going to like move onto this vantage point here, and she's drawing arrows.
Oh, if Cormier notices, he's gonna scream at the top of the his lungs, "Don't you dare!"
She's not like shooting, but she's
No,
like,
if she even goes to like think that she's gonna have a chance to kill any of these guys, Cormier's gonna be like, "Don't you fucking dare, Knife Ear! They belong to me."
you say that, then she goes, "Then do it already."
Wait, explain belong to. I don't think that you can't just own people. I mean, I guess people do, but it's not really a thing that you should do.
Are you done talking to them?
Not until we get them home. It sounds like we want to go home.
Oh, I'll send them home. If
No,
that's the only thing we have
No,
left
it
to
doesn't
do.
sound like you're going to do that, actually.
If that's all we have left to do, then let's get to sending them home.
What? No, see, you saying the word send them home, but I've known you long enough to know that's not what you mean.
Is that all we have left to do, though? Just
I
quickly
would like
send them home?
to safely transport them back to their homeland.
Like, don't
I'm gonna
now-
dive bomb one of them.
All right, so go ahead. Give me your attack roll.
Oh, that chargey.
And then does this allow an attack opportunity against for the
It's
creature?
a flyby attack, no.
Okay.
Whoosh.
So
So which one are you dive bombing?
we'll do the one on the left. Out of respect for Posh, I'm not gonna kill him he's talking to.
That makes sense.
So the power attack, flyby attack is 31 from me, but a fucking 17 from Kren.
So I will say that as the hostilities have gotten higher, that they are not considered flat-footed. But you have seen that they have also gone into a rage.
4 out of 5.
So a 17 will actually hit.
Okay. So that's 17 plus 50 for me.
Big ol' 5-0.
And that plus. And 15 more from Kren.
Alright, so
Damn.
this happens.
Frick,
Everyone
use
roll
rules.
initiative, and then we'll
DC
declare
for massive damage.
actions.
That's the first time that's ever come up.
What?
Well, the first time. If
What?
we ever actually
Death by massive
if we
damage.
actually use those rules, you would have to make
That's
a save
50 or more damage in a single hit. You have to make
to
a
a
fort
medium-sized
save.
creature.
Oh,
I think DC's like 15, but we never actually bother using
We're low enough level they could fail.
Oh gosh, that's so true though. I think it was like a DC 15 for it.
Like it's now,
That's never been a thing. That's never been a thing.
dude. This is now gonna be like flavored as more like just Kren straight up just lands on his shoulder and just like accordions him into the ground. Just.
Damn.
I mean, if you wanted it to be that way, I don't want to declare your actions for you.
so what are you seeing for death by massive damage?
I'm double checking. This is something we almost never actually look at.
Because how often does anyone take 50 damage and not be able to pass a really small fort save like it is?
Yeah.
Because 50 is a lot to get outside of a crit.
Yeah.
And it's usually a boss monster, and I don't believe that boss monsters should be subjective to things like that.
Yeah.
There should never be just like an insta-give for a boss monster. Because they're a
Fair.
boss monster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Massive damage, optional rolls. Yeah, it's a DC 15.
So this should be
Yeah, if the save throw fails to death,
completely
regardless of the
doable
current hit
roll
points.
for this
Yeah.
creature. I rolled a 3 on the die.
What's good?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So that creature is gone.
I'd like to picture that I picked him up with the lance, and then it was the fall damage that killed him.
That's yeah. Wow. Damn.
Nice.
Oh boy.
That's how I like to picture
All
it.
right, so we'll go ahead. Even though some of you may or may not be acting in this combat, we're just going to get initiatives going so we can get those going. So everyone, let's get some rolls in and see where we're at.
7 for me.
20 for me.
20 for me.
11 from 20.
What'd you get, Cecil? I'm sorry.
7.
You
was
got
just
a
like-
20, Poshman?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, what's Cormier doing? Oh.
Oh, wait. And what did Corey get, Matt?
11.
Okay. Okay. So we will start with Olney, the person that you were talking to. His buddy got decimated.
His buddy disappeared.
And how much further do you move away from the creature? Like, back up to aerial, or does it really quite matter?
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to go and kind of pivot for the next swoop through.
Okay.
Position myself to make sure I can go after that boy.
So when you say like he noticed it was raging, is it like kind of obvious he went into a rage?
Yeah, once you guys started talking about whether or not they're leaving this area, you saw them really start taking up defensive stances, and I think you probably have been around the block before once or twice to recognize what like a maddening rage is like. You're like,
Probably saw plenty of that during the war.
That's fair.
Saw plenty of that in my mom.
Too real.
She used to get angry.
I believe that. Let's go for.
I'm getting
Christine, okay.
angry.
Let's go for a DC 16 will save. For a mind stress. A new place to reside.
Easy.
Kitty.
Have this. Alright.
Have the puddle cat.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Keep it safe.
okay, how much damage did the
Try to
creature
have her
take?
knot her back and see if she'll stay longer.
That is 21 save for
I
half.
said try to have her knot on her back and see if she'll stay longer. She doesn't like being on her back very much.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, now she's upset.
So next up is Poshment.
I'm so used to picking up cats.
I do it all the time with them.
Yeah.
She'll get fussy.
So this is your buddy you were just talking to, and now Olney, who seemed on your team, just starts blasting open like a megalomaniac.
So anyways, I just
15,
don't whack.
20. Sanctuary.
Yep, saw that one coming.
Okay.
I have to look up how Sanctuary works to see if something bad's going to happen to me my next turn.
And
Or if
then
you go to attack it, make
it
will
is
save.
your turn.
Yeah, but
So
what if
are
I'm
you-
falling? That one. What if I have no choice but to fall on him?
So it's your turn. Let me know the results of your actions once you figure everything out.
What was the check for the knowledge
It's for what? The spell?
for these guys?
Dungeoneering.
I will be a rules lowery jerk. Sanctuary is a touch spell. Does the orc let him touch him?
Oh, probably not. So make a touch attack. Which will
Try and get handsy with a
most
tusk
likely-
tooth.
Pansy.
God, what are you, my dad?
I would be very, very, very surprised.
Sounds
if
like
this
he
doesn't
succeeded.
Hit.
So I guess we'll find out.
So I'm gonna have him basically fly by past, but when he gets to the appropriate height or appropriate distance, I'm going to fast dismount and like fall on him with my full force.
Oh my gosh.
From
11.
how high up? I'm curious.
You do touch.
Like 10
Okay.
feet.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it's your turn.
So yeah, I'm gonna have the flyby attack happen, but I'm gonna basically just fast dismount and single attack him. Falling
Okay.
like 10 feet.
This is a
Something
greatest
like
character in Matt's video.
Something like that.
Just that was such a hard shot to get to. I'm sure.
So-
I had to like.
We'll just go with a will save first. What's the DC of Sanctuary?
I'm double checking.
And then I sped it up. to
It's just my
2.
first level DC, so it's a 17.
18.
Oh, very nice.
And then Friend gets his little attack at 15, 16, 17.
17 to attack.
Yeah,
That's a hit.
for 12 damage.
Did you both make the will save?
He didn't, so don't take 12 damage. Oh, he's 10 feet. He can reach. Never mind. And then the 31 hits him.
Okay.
Or 10, 17, 50 damage.
Okay. So before I roll massive damage,
4, 6, 7.
this reckless maneuver will grant him an attack opportunity against you.
Fucking go for it. Cormac does not technically have the orc rage anymore, but he has a deep-seated actual normal person hatred,
That's very fair. So that will be
as he blames them for all of his life's trauma.
barely hit against you, and he.
If I wasn't at a penalty for that attack roll, I would argue that should be a lower AC for me. That's got to be at least flat-footed, probably a penalty. Like, I'm going straight at this guy. I can't dodge. I
well,
can't.
he hit your normal AC, so.
Yeah.
You take 18 points of damage.
Plus a d6 of falling.
You can take 1 more point of damage. And then, look at that, not a 3, so he does not die due to massive damage. And you are now right next to the orc mutant.
I really wanted to pull that maneuver off. I was hoping that while we were talking to them, the Venarin would show up.
Where do you want to be?
Oh, he's already...
do that to him.
Oh.
I need to be like here.
Somebody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice that Poshment...
Yeah.
Brock isn't doing his job.
How dare.
How dare you.
So I didn't realize that Poshment was
Okay.
there.
We're all better.
Alright, and we will move on. Koru, you've been off on the sidelines as a bird.
As a bird.
You heard them talking to human talks, which you understand as a bird.
Doing that bird shit.
Doing that bird shit. And then it all of a sudden got very dangerous.
Yeah. Cora's confused. He didn't think we were gonna fight, and then all of a sudden people started fighting. So he's just like, I don't understand why we're fighting.
Because Koru remembers there was a giant war between these people and like everybody else, and a lot of people hate them. The original war. Of the
In this
races.
woods, did I see any signs of that war?
I mean,
this is a historical.
This is a
gigantic
historical thing.
This is like it is literally this place's only world war.
war. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
The
a World
entire
War I,
continent
World War
fought
II.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Unless you're
If-
like self-isolated.
Unless you were born and
permanently.
raised outside of civilization for your whole life,
Yeah,
and then your parents also didn't tell you anything.
that's true. I don't know.
It's a hard thing to not know about. You could definitely have no hatred or ill will towards anybody. That's 100% a
He's
thing.
just kind of peaceful dudes. I think he's just gonna.
Yeah, like me.
Like Poshman.
He's just gonna fly, like him and Naomi are just gonna fly and perch here and just kind of. Is
But
anyone...
Cormyr spent 9 years blaming orcs for all of his life's problems.
There you go. Does anyone need healing?
Yeah, this guy right here. He
Yeah.
took a lot of damage.
This guy right here, I didn't heal after the last battle.
You didn't heal after the last battle?
Yeah, I noticed that when I took damage, and I was like, oh.
Well, I would have seen you get hit too, so yeah, I'll give you a cure light wounds. Or
Yeah, whatever. Poke him.
I'll poke you.
Yeah, you gotta get all the way up here and poke me.
Oh, it's touch?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cure Light Wounds are touch, yeah.
So that's.
You have the movement range.
60 feet?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
fine.
Okay, yeah.
You're fine.
Oh, it's the red ones, I see.
Yeah, I thought it was just tiny squares, and I was like,
Yeah,
we
I
don't
was
fit,
like,
but also,
wait. Yeah.
that's a lot of squares.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is the red not bright enough for you guys to see
Mhm.
nicely?
I like that, the neon green. That one works really well for me.
Oh,
Red or
okay.
the green, depending on the map you shoot.
12 points.
This kind of map, yeah, you hit neon green.
I can switch it over to the
12 points of cure
neon
damage
green.
for you there.
Good old neon green. Some good old neon greens. Is that better?
Hey, there we go.
Very nice.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, Cecil.
Well, I guess I'm right up next to you then.
Your buddy that you were
Yeah,
talking
that's
to has been nuked.
Green skin, tussle tooth, savage piece of shit.
That's about it.
Large fries, chocolate shake.
Birthday cake, large fries,
Sing
chocolate
it.
shake. Odd parents, very odd parents.
Things
that you were a kid with fairly odd parents.
Yeah, right.
Would this count as a? Would I be able to consider this a chart?
Yeah, you're moving more than 10 feet.
So yeah, I just Cecil's like, well, he's gonna die. We might as he's
That's what'll make it quick.
yeah, like I'm going to save him from suffering.
Will save.
It's true.
That one.
If there's anyone that should make a will save, though, the Pally boy.
Probably you're fine, but like, you still gotta do it.
I mean,
I only had 4.
he's a wisdom tertiary, but good will save, I imagine, plus charisma.
Well, 13.
Oh, you
Oh.
failed. So you cannot attack.
So you go to attack him, and then something is like, no.
You don't want to.
How does Sanctuary describe it? Just like, you don't want to, or like, does something stop you? That could be so fucked up for a paladin if he doesn't know it's Sanctuary. He goes to hit somebody, and then Sanctuary says no, and he's like, God?
Oh, God.
What? God.
All it says is that the opponent can't follow through with the attack.
Just like
That part of its action is lost.
All right, so yeah, so you
Can't
guys see
directly attack
Sahona
the creature for the duration
grab
of the
her
spell.
2 arrows, as you guys have seen her do many times, and she just sits there and she goes, "I'm gonna kill that fucking gnome."
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
All right,
Wow.
and then it's
Nice.
the orc turn.
I'm with you,
It's gonna
man.
turn around and attack me.
Oh no! If it's not hitting the guy who just flew at him,
Yeah, no,
it's
that's-
hitting him.
gimme.
Gimme.
A man after
So you technically did a charge, correct?
Yeah,
So your AC is 26.
yeah.
Okay, so that's 1 hit.
If I'm even
against you.
standing, it's all up to you. I pull off a reckless
give me a
maneuver.
reflex or acrobatics.
That's I think there's
16 plus a number.
22. I'll apply armor check penalty to this because that's a real thing. Let me look at my armor check penalty because it doesn't apply to things I do normally. And by that I mean it doesn't apply to my ride.
Yeah.
Right. Which is one of the biggest boons of Cavalier.
yeah, that would help.
You learn how to be on a mount while you're in your Oyuroi Eastern Cavalier armor. Oyuroi has a -6, so 13. What did I say?
16 on the die.
16 guys, so 16. Sorry,
All right, so yeah, you're going to be on the ground. So what's your flat-footed?
it's not flat-footed. You get +4.
+4 to the
Yeah.
attack, but against your normal.
Normal AC.
Okay, I think with that +4, the second attack still doesn't hit.
So it's a 26 AC, and he also gets a +4 too.
Yeah, so he doesn't hit that second one, but the first one hits, and you take
Taunt may not be a thing in Pathfinder, but I found a way to do it.
15.
15 damage.
15 damage on the first attack.
Fuck.
And then it'll be your... Oh, no, it's Olney's turn.
I mean, this is an orc.
Yep.
Who clearly didn't want to talk anymore.
No,
He
the
got
orc didn't make the
attacked.
choice.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Well,
I didn't give him the chance.
They didn't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, when you get like dive bombed, you would. I would imagine you'd probably be a lot less.
When you're
interested
already on
in
blind
talking.
sense, and then your friend disappears. There's something there. Now there's nothing there.
It's just the two of them, right?
Yeah, once
Just
again,
the two of us.
I expect to just
And if we
flat
try,
out fight,
just
and then you guys are like, yeah, we want to walk up, and we want to talk, and I'm like,
You and
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there are enough people in this party who have hatred of orcs where someone was gonna pull something.
Mm-hmm.
So that sanctuary works with spells. Too,
Oh,
so
you guys
Yeah.
always give me all this crap for naming people weird things. And we run into a tusk tooth out in the wild, and now I'm the one trying to protect it. Fucking assholes.
Yeah. That is an accurate depiction of what has happened. It doesn't make sense, Boschman, but I rarely do.
That's true.
You didn't make it?
Nope.
All right, Boschmans, your friends are being mean. What do you do?
By mean, most of them can't touch this poor guy.
So, is it now, you have to re-roll the save, or you
It's
can
one pass or
It's
one fail.
pass or fail.
And how long does the sanctuary last for?
Round per level.
Oh,
The
so-
whole combat.
Well, you're hitting it, so... And you're the only one hitting it. Everyone else has failed.
Good. This is exactly what I wanted. I really appreciate Boschman for allowing me this opportunity. Because clearly, I didn't make the will save for Sanctuary. I was excluded from the Sanctuary because Poshman wanted me to get some
So I got
well-deserved
a 16 on my
emotional
next touch
reserve.
That'll hit.
attack. Shield of Faith.
So what does that increase his AC to?
But adds +3.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna say, you better run. I think he's gonna try and kill you, and I can't stop him. He's big.
All right.
I can't stop him. He's big.
Well,
believe
I
we are
could
back
cast
to
a spell on him, but that seems rather rude.
Koromir.
So Cormier is
Cormier's
going to
on.
spend like a full action just talking shit about this guy for a while, and I will accept only taking one attack. As I look him dead in the eye and I go ahead and run, you tusk-toothed coward. I'm not a fucking poor defenseless woman or a little child. You think you can stand to a real challenge? And then I'm gonna crack him in the face.
If you want, I will allow a variation of an intimidate check on a taunt, if that's what you're going for.
Oh, I just wanted to get a lot of emotional package. And basically, I'm going to scream at him everything anyone ever accused me or my orc parents of ever doing. And vent a whole lot at this guy before I smack at him. And then Kren's going to go for his flyby attack. Oh, wait, he failed his will save. Kren's going to land right here. So if he tries to run, then I can get on Kren. And I can
Like there or the one over?
One over. So one towards you. And he's going to land right there as I... minus 2, 13, 30.
30 will hit, even with Shield of Faith.
Yikes.
19.
19 points of damage.
But yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Cormier's intent was not necessarily to taunt him, but Cormier has a lot of things that he's always thought about saying to an actual full-blooded orc for the last 9 years.
So
Since his everything happened.
Koru.
Koru doesn't like anything that's happening.
And I'm picturing the lance was not like an actual jab, like he baseball bat cracked it at him, just not even thinking about how to properly fight anymore.
So under that, essentially, if you qualify for it,
Oh.
and
It's
you
literally-
if you take the massive damage thingy,
I'm just gonna fly
Roll
back
D20.
and perch with Naomi and not
That's
do
super
anything.
cool.
Okay.
for you
He
to find
doesn't want to get
interesting.
involved.
Sounds good. Alright, Cecil, you failed your check last round, so you cannot...
Alright, so I'm gonna try and grab Parchment.
Stop it!
Give me a grapple check.
He's clearly been seduced by the kitsune.
No.
That's what happened. He's aiding the enemy because he's been seduced by the kitsune.
It could be.
I mean, these are clearly the kitsune's
So is that my
enemies, but
C-
sure,
what
go ahead.
check
and
is
say
So
that.
it's a CMB, which is going to be your base attack bonus plus your strength. It should be a calculation right above
Oh,
your
it's okay.
weapons,
My
that bottom
CMD,
one.
my CMD is
There we go.
awful.
Cool.
Oh no, the
It's
middle
gonna
one
be
is your
awful,
CMB.
yeah.
Look, you have really good
Apologies.
strength and dex,
Cool.
right? And a really high BAB.
Well, I mean,
Gosh,
you have a
dang it.
chance because I rolled a 2, so that's 14.
Oh, I'm fine.
He's like, wait, it's not time for a hug?
So, yeah, and while he's doing it, it's like, he's just like,
Is that provoking attack of opportunity?
Yes.
If you are holding a
From you,
weapon that you
yes.
what you are proficient with.
I have a staff.
Oh damn.
Are you going to bonk him?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonk him.
it's fair. As he's doing it, he's
Right,
as
D6
he goes
minus
for it,
2?
so it's like,
Huh?
Parchment, you have successfully prolonged this orc's suffering. Congratulations.
It's okay, I missed. I got 13.
As he catches the staff, he's just like,
No!
Alright.
this
I
side is
imagine it's just like,
silly.
because what are you wearing? Like, breastplate?
He's got, yeah.
Just takes a full on baseball swing crack at him and it hits him right in the chest plate.
And he's just like, no.
I wanted to
Bad
say he
posture.
cracks you in the side of the head, but like, I don't think Poshman's tall enough for that.
No, I was going for the shins.
Oh! Actually against plated shins.
So,
There we go.
It's just like,
that's the end of... oh no, Flavor, your turn. Sorry.
yeah. So essentially, it's just that of him, just like he's like, you have successfully prolonged this orc's suffering. I hope you understand that.
Jeez Louise!
I just dropped them.
Alright, we will move on to Sahona. Now that she's realized that nobody can attack this thing, and it must have been something that happened beyond her recognition, because she doesn't have spellcraft. Well, actually, she knows the spell Sanctuary probably from Olney, so she's just going to start coming down.
So, just outside of this, in Cormier's eyes, Poshman has only helped him, and is only helping him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know what Shield of Faith is, or how he's casting or anything like that. All I've seen him do is cast a spell to stop everybody else from attacking him. I'm like, oh, Poshman can cast that spell. He's done that on himself. It hasn't worked out that well in his favor, but it's clearly because he's using it for his friend and ally that it's working so well and giving me the chance to take down this orc.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, there was almost no way of confirming that crit. I mean, 15 could have confirmed it, but... Alright, so she got... The orc got 2 solid blows against you.
I guess.
So we are talking 18 damage and 17 damage.
Oh.
Dead.
Oh,
What do you mean, like permanent?
Yeah, I had 14 hit points and 15 con.
So,
What?
Yep.
roll.
Oh my god.
I got attacked by the fucking thing before we left. Am I rolling a D100?
I'll let you use whichever chart you want.
Whatever the big chart is.
Oh my god.
All right, I'll pull up reincarnation.
Oh, son of a...
I was ready. I expected this to go down in the boss fight, which would have been way more epic. But anyways, what are the fates will? A 25.
Full-blooded orc.
Full-blooded.
Elf.
That's a con penalty.
So, if I understand this correctly,
Oh,
a
this is gonna
half
suck.
orc gives you a +2 to strength. So
It goes
you-
off whatever I chose. Because half orc is free floating. So if I hadn't chosen +2 strength as a half orc, but I did, it would go off whatever my current racial bonus is, goes away.
So you lose your +2 to strength.
I
you
get
a
+2
to
dex, +2
might-
int, -2 con.
No,
You'll get the
only your
mental.
physical.
Oh, yeah.
range.
So I get fucked over.
Oh.
I'm gonna go commit suicide later.
You're gonna go like run up to the Remonskers and just be like, I need your help.
I'm gonna commit suicide.
All right. So you basically like they see.
He goes to strike me down. Nice try.
Nice try.
Kind of mostly. So only you can't do anything. What do you do?
I see that, and I was like, oh, he's not gonna be happy.
At least I'm.
Boschman. What
Oh,
do you do?
yeah. Actually, I don't know if I actually say anything. I really can't.
I mean, to be fair, I'm only prolonging the suffering that he went and did. And also, I have the power to undo it. So, it's really not that bad.
It's true.
So you're doing anything this turn?
He didn't run. And like I said, I can't stop. Again, I could stop Cormier, but I don't
My
think he'd
AC
be
is
very
one
happy
higher.
about it.
I think. I'm gonna go double check if I can actually have an extra dex.
Plus, I don't like
My
the
AC
idea of
doesn't
casting
change.
spells on my friends. At least not that kind. Not about the whole person Cormier, that seems rude.
Don't say.
Just a little bit.
So your attack goes down by 1. Your damage goes down by 1.
I'm
No,
adjusting everything.
no, I have my chart, so I'm just clarifying.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it fucks up my whole character.
I'm just gonna start beating on Cormier with my staff to try to get him to stop.
Subdual or non-subdual?
Subdual?
All right. Well,
It's not like I'm attacking. I'm just like literally like flailing my staff at him to get him to stop.
Trying to get his attention.
All right. So then we will move on as soon as I do.
Oh, and I get really old. I get the age of 1. I'm brand new.
Oh, I think the Remonskara though doesn't have you like go to.
It casts resurrection.
Let me pull up the.
Double check if you sets you at a certain age category.
Or reincarnate.
Reincarnate, sorry. It might put me at average for young adult, which would make you significantly older.
Yeah.
Without the experience.
Any creature that dies prior to fully recovering from the wounds inflicted by a Remisara is immediately subject to the effects of the spell Reincarnate, except that it does not matter whether the soul is willing, and the effect is instantaneous rather than taking 1 hour. Similarly, okay, that's the only stipulation. So you stay in the same age category.
That's under the. I'll just look it up.
Oh, okay.
It's under the spell Reincarnate because you already mentioned it was as the spell Reincarnate. Find in page, age.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I have a lot to change my character sheet, by the way.
Oh, a new young adult body.
So elf, I lose dark vision, I get low light vision, I get elven immunities, and I get keen senses. And I lose everything from my racial. Let's take a while.
Okay. Yeah, he texted me after last session, and he goes, I'm going to stay behind. I'm going to ask one of them to fight me.
So you know what's the worst? I lose an entire skill. I lose my alternate racial trait skilled as a half-orc. So I have to pick one of my skills to lose. I'll lose Intimidate, I guess.
And you only have 2 plus Intelligence, which probably isn't that high.
You are definitely less intimidating now.
A little bit.
Little bit.
A little bit.
I see what you did
It's
there.
a little bit funny.
I'm just saying, it fits in roleplay wise too. It's like,
Isn't this exactly what happened to Lork?
I was just thinking. I was just thinking.
Yeah, Lork went from a half-orc ranger to an elven ranger.
Well,
Literally.
But
I've
Lork
been
was
thinking about Lork the entire
mostly a ranged character, so going to elf only slightly helps.
yeah.
Plus, he built
I
it
think
as
it
a
was-
middle-aged half-orc. Going to a young adult elf helps.
Yes.
does Atholonoris have good therapists? Because I feel like Cormier is about to a lot.
So
Yeah, I don't know if
Oh.
I'm supposed to call him
We've
anymore.
all seen some fucked up shit.
First
the past.
one. I'll change. It's not gonna matter for this combat, so I'm gonna go through
Okay.
this all.
So only did nothing. Poshment started hitting. Then we're on Cormier.
Two attacks. Plus 12, 24,
That'll hit.
and plus 15 total.
15 will miss.
Okay. He takes 16 points of damage.
Still standing. Ain't looking that great though.
Oh, you know what I'll do on my turn? I'll cast Sanctuary on Cormier.
All right, Cormier, you just chilling.
Yeah.
Cecil, do you want to make any changes?
What's going on?
Cecil at this point is just he's just gonna kind of like 5-foot step back and just kind of like stand on his head, just like holy crap,
Yeah.
this ain't good.
Okay. So now it has to pass a will save,
DC 17.
and it does not. So now I
So
guess
waste that action.
we just go to Cormier, and when you're ready to make one more round of attacks, if you hit, it's Gonzo.
Nope. I rolled a 2 and a 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna taunt it.
So going all the way to this guy,
Haven't even
It's a very
scratched.
interesting fight.
he goes to, once he realizes he can't attack you, he goes to step away, so you make an attack opportunity.
12 plus 24.
That'll hit.
7 plus 6 plus 4, 17.
Alright, it's downed.
Oh, I kill it. Always confirm.
Okay. Alright.
Whoa. That was some real fucked up shit.
So while this fight's happening,
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Corey was concentrating on what's happening, and once it's over, he goes, "Oh wow, that was some fucked up shit," and then he goes, "What the?" That's what one happening right now feels like, and you notice that a new disturbance is coming south.
Just now it showed up.
It happened sometime between now and during the fight. You didn't notice it.
That's weird. Did we do something here?
This
Did
might
I-
be very someone who's dead of old age.
I imagine that
Here's what you
the
back in
friends
your
we've
body.
been chasing are now doing
That's
something.
the only way of doing that.
It's the only
Like
way.
right now as we speak, huh?
So, well,
Because it specifically
whenever
goes
you
with
sensed
age.
it.
Yeah. Should we maybe? Should we go now? Should we go and try and can I get a sense of how far away it is?
You actually
just
think it's
takes
pretty
a long
dang
way to go
close to the
back.
border.
Are we near the border?
No,
Back-
you
It
all
also
the way
takes
back?
picking a fight with a caterpillar. Where
Long ways away.
You think it's pretty south near the
And
border,
killing
going
himself.
into the elven portions of the Forest of Elthilnors.
So, gosh dang it!
That's weird.
Well,
come,
We have a whole lot to do.
Alright.
But
So-
Karu's sensing a new blight.
how do we get?
But like, so what you're feeling is you're feeling it building up. So like, you know what the residue of one feels like, but now you're feeling like this build up of it happening.
Cormier's gonna mount Kren and let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
take off into the sky.
Definitely gonna be where the kill on ciders are.
I guess
And-
hop on my ostrich.
So you guys do realize that unless you pull an
I
all-nighter,
forgot about that.
it will require you gotta pull an all-nighter or you'll need to rest.
Yeah, we're so wounded, all of us.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am at full health.
You're at full health?
Well,
you
he just
got
got
Oh,
reincarnated.
that's what
I got a
Absolutely.
brand new body. There are no damages on it.
You have 2 native levels.
No.
What?
I don't think.
My feet.
Oh, you lost a
Time to
feet.
erase all the hit points that I had naturally healed because my body is not taking that damage.
And I know I don't think it's negative levels for reincarnate. It doesn't specify it on the spell, does it?
I always thought it was negative.
The
Though.
subject of the
No.
spell gains 2 permanent negative levels when it is reincarnated.
Oh, okay.
I'm adding that to the close calls.
And I think this is a decent time to stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it now.
Stop that.
All right.
But I think that was
Stop that.
some interesting role playing. It's always nice to get that player on player disagreeing.
Yeah, that was fun.
You guys disagreed.
A little bit.
Conflicted morals. I like that.
Oh,
Makes for
great.
interesting
Now I
story.
have to talk to the 3 knife ears. Is it the 2 knife ears in the old text? I don't know how it's gonna work anymore.
So let's see. Original knife ears, new knife ears, girl knife ears.
No, rude knife ear. Like, and it should be telling you something that I have to specify.
Which one's
The
the rude
rude
knife
knife ear.
ear?
Right.
That's pretty rude.
Yeah.
It was rude of you.
Alright, well, if there's anyone still hanging out with us, we'll go ahead and we'll see you Wednesday. Finishing up book 1 of Rise of the Ruin Lords.
It's time
Right.
for book 2.
Big picture taken into account, I'm not that upset that I'm a knife ear because it doesn't fuck with the fabric of reality,
I missed that.
which is a big one.
Which is a humongous one. True. And then where's the mouse?
I got it.
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.